Hey, so by the way, congratulations on last week's show. Y'all didn't have the star of the show with you, but better than average job of doing it without me.
Yeah, we tried, man. We missed you. It's good to have you back.
I didn't fucking miss him.
I know.
I didn't miss his ass.
You did make that, blatantly obvious. Really
He
clear.
did. He sent me a text being like, "I've replaced you."
Yeah.
I'm like,
We're
geez.
done. We're 3 man crew now.
It's like, well, I just quit, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about.
A 3-man show in Space City Collective from here on out.
Hey, speaking of, if you guys haven't seen these amazing shoes on the table here, brought to us by, listen, I don't mean to sound biased, but y'all are our fucking favorite sponsor we've ever had.
Howler's mine.
I appreciate that.
I love you guys to death. The Howler's mine.
Howler is amazing. I love to drink the Howler as we do here. We get that monkey spirit in us every show. But listen,
He's actually a Howler ambassador, right?
me too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm
I have a
talking
shirt.
about.
I sure
Yeah,
wear it.
you got your shirt. And they send you
I'm a
the.
Howleraholic.
Yeah, they
Bitch,
sent
where's
us a
my
model.
shirt?
Yeah, huh?
Where the fuck is my shit?
Well, I see you didn't qualify.
You didn't do the challenges.
They saw your application. They're like, no thanks.
You're over.
Eric did do the
No
challenge.
thanks.
You gotta go to a club and shoot yourself drinking Howler at the club or whatever.
I did.
I did a couple.
We
Not
did.
at the club, though.
Have you?
a couple
Do you do the
bottles back.
challenges that they post up?
I try, but I just feel like I'm not gonna win.
I've started doing them, and then I realized I was like, there's a lot of challenges, guys. Like, I'm constantly posting me drinking Howlerhead on my Instagram. I'm like,
How about host a podcast drinking Howler? Can we get that as a
yeah, I look
challenge?
like a straight up
That could be
alcoholic.
that could be a post.
Oh, you know what? I need to record this. I think this goes in with
Take a selfie.
introducing your friends to Howlerhead. Hey, guys, how are you enjoying that Howlerhead down there?
It's amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Howlerhead whiskey. Get that monkey spirit in you. Okay, that's done. Sorry. All right. Hey, so tell us, man. Tell us about Space City Collective for those who don't understand what this amazing brand is and how you guys came about it, man.
Well, Space City Collective, we're a buy, sell, trade store. We started in 2020. Me and my brother right here, Giovanni. I'm Christian. We basically both lost our jobs around COVID, and we had a bunch of shoes, a lot of clothes, a lot of cool shit we would just buy, and we're like, let's just get a store. Let's just put it all in the store, and we took the risk, and we're here
Dude,
now.
how much shit were y'all buying beforehand that you were like,
I was
dude,
on
let's.
offer up, haggling everybody.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You guys
man.
have done tremendously well for yourselves in
Yeah, man.
just under a 2-year period, man. Props, congrats.
So
Thank you.
have you guys always been into? I mean, I don't know if it goes as fashion, but like shoes. I mean,
I've been a sneakerhead all, since I could remember.
Yeah.
5th grade, well, even 3rd grade, my mom buy me shoes, buy me Jordans, and ever since then, I just always, even in middle school, I would buy my shoes. She'll buy me shoes. I'll end up trading them, selling them, buying
You'll give 'em
something
to me
else,
sometimes.
give them to him, and I've
That's
always
awesome.
been a shoe flipper, I guess. you
Always
could
been
say.
hustling.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember I was the kid who I couldn't get the Jordans.
You wore the Shacks?
Bingo.
He used to stand in line
Same.
for like
Hey.
24 hours.
Shacks.
hey, I had some LA Gear catapults. What you know about that, dog?
That's before my time.
you didn't
But
jump.
yeah.
You didn't jump any higher.
I used to wait in line for, I think the longest time, I waited 24 hours
It's for
the
Space Jams, right?
For the bread 11s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bread 11.
So then
Space
what
Jam
was
was like
your
16 hours.
first pair of Jordans was what pair? Do you know? You remember?
Mine were the 4s.
Mine too.
Mine were the
Mine were the
4s.
17s, the
7th
ones that
grade,
came in a
Dad
suitcase.
finally got a job offshore.
So
So
these
I
were
got my
the
first pair of
17s.
Jordans.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
17,
That's how much longer
golly.
it
I
made.
was,
How
I was
much-
drinking by then, man.
So I had a used pair of ones that somebody gave me in like middle school.
What year?
93.
Oh, nice. 94.
Yeah.
Night-
And then I got the
Okay.
Jordan, the first Jordans I
So that
bought.
wasn't when the ones had came out.
They
though.
came out in
No.
95.
Yeah. The first pair that I
We have a
got,
94 in the car.
first pair that I bought myself was a pair of 10s.
Nice.
Was the
Okay.
original
The
10s.
steels,
Yeah.
the gray.
Yeah, the first ones that came out.
What about
That's
you,
the
Wayne?
best 10.
Yeah.
First pair was 4s?
Yeah, first
What
pair
grade?
was 4s, man. That was 7th grade, so like 88.
Second grade, I
88,
had a
89.
pair of 4s.
Nice.
Something
First
like
pair
that.
of 4s.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Black.
That's around the time they
late
came out.
80s. Then I got
That's
the
the best
5s
one.
after that, the
Yeah.
black ones.
You got another? You still have a pair?
Yup.
Is that still like the most iconic colorway bread?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be.
For
The
sure.
bread 4s is by far my favorite pair
Yeah,
of Jordans
same.
ever.
Man, that's
Ever.
tough. I think I'm so partial to like the 10s only because they had the writing on the bottom with all the accomplishments.
like-
That's
Yeah.
dope.
yeah, it had all the accomplishments.
Every year what he
Dude,
did.
it was
yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
And they put this on this shoe.
But these kids don't appreciate the 10s these days.
No one does, man.
I don't appreciate.
I wear
it.
10s, and
You
kids
like
like,
the
look at those bricks. I'm like,
I mean, I'll wear them, but I like.
We're
They're
those
not your
old
favorite.
guys now.
I wore 10s in my wedding.
I like the
did you?
bread
Yeah.
fours.
Which one?
Yeah.
But then the ones.
They weren't mocha. They're
Yeah, you
almost
wear a lot
like
of the
mocha.
ones
They're
there.
this weird colorway. I'm not sure. I'll see.
What, like a
I-
tan?
Yeah. Yeah.
The linen, maybe?
Maybe.
White and tan?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. It was. It just matched the
It was
suit.
clean, yeah.
That's iconic. Now
that
you're
was your
wedding.
first marriage when you married that man.
He couldn't hang. He couldn't hang.
Then he
So
left you.
so glad I came back. So glad I came back to this.
Then you
piece of
remarried?
shit show. Yeah. Then I remarried.
Then he remarried a real woman.
Yeah. No penis.
Congratulations.
No penis. That's a plus.
Congratulations.
That's a plus. So yeah, I mean, I think the breads are probably. I mean, I don't know because every year you see the list of like greatest shoes of all time, and what's number one? Concord 11s.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Almost every time. Almost
Really?
every list of shoes. When you like if you Google up like
It's those, yeah.
it's
Uncle
almost
It's
Larry.
every
always
year.
it's always been Concord 11
It's
is
a very
always
high demand shoe in our shop, at least.
Everywhere.
Very high
yeah,
demand.
yeah.
It's black and white, 11. Goes
Jordan
with
wore it.
It was.
That's
it
a
was,
lot to do with it.
Yeah. Was 96? Was that 96?
think so.
96. I was 15.
I think it was 96 that he wore those
I was 15
because I don't know. I could be. I
was
could be
losing
wrong
my
about
virginity.
about
It
the
sounds
year.
about right.
What was his name?
Space City. They're supposed to know
Probably
that.
your husband's son. Probably brother.
We could be.
You might be my
We're
stepdad.
Eskimo brothers.
Golly.
Oh man. So your favorites are 4.
Yeah. yeah.
Jago, do you give a shit about shoes at all besides wearing them?
No, not really.
What do you got,
I
Dan?
got-
What
I
you
got-
rocking with?
I got,
Vans?
Kmart,
Are those
The
Vans?
Levi denim.
the Levi's denim.
Man, we have to get Diego something from
I'm
Space
wearing,
City.
I'm wearing
Well,
boots
I
today.
take-
What,
I take
y'all,
care
y'all
of my
carry
kids.
boots?
I
Y'all
gotta
give me
make
like
sure
some
they-
snakeskin Jake
I
the
gotta make
Snakes.
sure that they're good.
They're
All
good
right.
shoes.
So you guys showed up today with some absolute fire
Bangers.
here on the table.
This one's my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
trophy
you're a
room,
onesie
right?
guy.
I'm with you.
That's trophy room 1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Tell them the story on them.
That's the
Yeah,
shit.
so this one was actually Marcus Jordan, which is Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah.
He opened stores called Trophy Room, and when he
Orlando.
when he
Is that the one
opened
that's
it,
dating Scottie Pippen's ex now?
they're together,
Yeah, yeah.
but I think they denied rumors or whatever. But yeah, he dropped this shoe, and whenever it dropped,
Backdoor
he
all.
backdoored to everybody, like to all the resellers.
Yeah.
So basically, the shoe never really released. When it actually released, only 100 pair were actually released.
At the
And
store. So you're supposed to drop
So
them
we're
for the
doing
general
shoeies out of
public.
that one.
There's only 12,000 of these in the world.
That's such a fire
This
shoe.
is number
dude.
788.
Jeez, man.
And this
So
is,
what is the value on that shoe now?
We're selling it at SneakerCon for like 1,700.
So if somebody wants to buy it, y'all have a website where they can go and.
We have an Instagram. You could just DM us, and we ship all over the world.
Space City Collective.
Space_City
City
Collective.
Collective.
So
Yeah.
speaking of like y'all ship out, I know y'all have shipped out to like some UFC
Yes,
guys.
Yeah.
and
Brandon Moreno.
Cheeto
Vera.
Ricky
Michael. Ricky Simone.
Yeah.
Michael.
Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland.
We just seen him.
I saw him. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
He put up on us. He said, "What's up?" Kevin's always cool.
Did you? So I remember when we first started. I mean, we were pretty selfish about this sponsorship on our end. When
No.
we were putting no, in a way that we were putting sponsors together, and it really became like, hey man, if we could have a sponsor, like, what would you want? And we were both like, dude, if we could stop buying shoes, that would be awesome. You know? And so I was like, I don't even know who to reach out. It was the same time that it was perfect. It was
because y'all were
Fury
just getting
and
started.
yeah, they're both like
yeah.
starting.
You
at
guys
the
were
same
getting
time.
started. We were just getting on Fight Pass.
We were getting our first fight pass too.
And I remember
It's
like
crazy how they.
it was a shot in the
like
dark.
it.
I was like, hey Christian, would you be interested in this? And you were like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Because me and him had already talked about.
That's
we had
crazy.
already talked about it.
It's
and we're
crazy,
like,
dude. Then-
well,
Yeah.
we're
So really, you didn't do the deal.
Yeah,
Wow.
so Eric was really
Okay.
the groundbreaker on that deal.
Once again, I've been screwed.
Cheers to that.
I mean, y'all opened up Space City Collective when?
September of 2020. I came up with the idea 2020 in January.
Yeah.
I just started like selling, like I made the Instagram and started selling stuff through there to my friends, mostly friends, fighters, through jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Just shout out to everybody in the jiu-jitsu community and MMA. Like they've always like bought shoes off of me. Just I guess since I trained, they come to me instead of going to any other
Some of
store.
them aren't even into shoes, and they just come buy shoes just to support,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's got to be a
Yeah,
good
that's-
feeling, man. That
that's
all
not-
these
yeah.
people you work hard
The
with. And
jiu-jitsu community and it's huge for us.
yeah.
And
Very
we
supportive community in general. So good place
we
to
Yeah,
start.
did
exactly.
our first Fight Pass event March 21.
Yep.
Right. So we're about to be 30 events in on Fight Pass in just a little over 2 years.
How did that come about, like the Fight Pass? How was it approached?
Eric was blowing this dude. And
Yeah.
he was like, I work for Fight Pass.
And then he's like, man, I really like my butt lick. So I said
We
Rich in
brought in
there.
the ringer. The
I
best
said
there
Rich
is.
in there. And
So
It got the job done.
yeah, after Rich came out, the dude was like, hey, man, we're going to give y'all lifetime.
it's kind of funny how it came about because you had a deal in place already and it just didn't get
Right.
finalized, basically.
Yeah, but so we had started with Submission Hunter.
Yeah, I know you mentioned.
We did the all-female
Yep.
event,
Mm-hmm.
and they were kind of interested in Submission Hunter, and I really wanted to push Fury. So it took a little while, and me and Rich went out there one December. I think it was in December, right?
Yeah, we went out in December just to hang out and drink with the guy.
And what was that? 2020 or
Yeah,
19?
it was the end of 2020.
Yeah, we went December 2020, and we went to go drink with the Fight Pass VP, and we talked to him for a little bit, and he said he told us, man, you know how many promoters tell us that they're gonna deliver and they're gonna do
Yeah.
this and that. Like it's hard to take y'all's word for it, you know, because I've got some promotions that we've signed that haven't even done one event, you know. So y'all are telling me y'all can do all these shows, and I don't want to sign y'all, and then y'all end up giving me one show over a 2-year period.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that had happened. That had happened to him multiple times.
Yeah,
and-
he said, man, I've got some organizations that I signed last year, and they haven't even done one show yet.
Now 2 years later, you're 30 shows.
Yeah, dude. Hey, and we went out there that first meeting.
Sorry you didn't find us.
We
sooner.
had we had no promises outside of like I'll give you 20 minutes and have a drink with you or something like that was it. And we sat down and that turned into hours sitting there drinking and talking.
And those guys are so cool, man. Like the Fight Pass team is the best team to work
Dude,
with.
one of the best compliments I think we've received is that they told us like a year later we didn't know what we had.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we had.
Did
and
y'all
it was
know what y'all
amazing.
had?
I think we knew
Yeah.
what we
Yeah,
had.
Oh, yeah.
because
I knew what
we
we
knew it
had.
was a matter of time.
Because when I pitched it to him that night in December, and we were at Sierra Gold, it's
Sierra
a little
Gold.
spot right around from the UFC offices, and I remember sitting down, and everything I told him, I believed, like right here in my heart, like 150%. Like I can deliver. I know I can deliver. And when we got the deal, it's and even past that, it took until March. You know, I think we signed the deal in February, and then in March we kicked off.
Yep.
And like, not only did we have to fight through COVID, because when we kicked
Oh,
off in
yeah.
March, we had to COVID test everybody. Like
They had a
everybody had to
arenas,
be
quarantine,
Multiple
yes,
tests,
coaches
quarantine
together for the whole
everybody.
week.
Quarantined at
right?
the hotel.
So the money
Yeah,
that we
was fun.
spent just to make that Fight Pass show happen,
Yeah.
and then the first fight the first main event delivered with
Oh, man.
Jacob Silva and CJ
CJ
Vergara.
Vergara.
Favorite
Oh, that
Fury
was a
fight ever
war.
in a lot of people's. Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite fights.
Talk
for
about
sure.
talk
Rightfully
about
so.
like when so this we have Challenger Series coming this weekend, and we'll get more on that in a minute. But they asked us to replay hey, send us what are the best fights that you guys have put on. That was the first one.
You had to
like
send
that was
them.
an
Easily.
amazing fight, dude. Amazing.
And then like within a few hours, I think like Jacob Silva hit me up. He's like, dude, this thing's got like, they just posted, it's got like 500K views
yeah,
already.
like 24
Seriously?
hours. Yeah, people are watching it.
Golly.
Yeah.
Like, geez, man, that's crazy.
And how does that help? What does that do for y'all? Like the views on. Obviously, it helps with y'all.
Yeah, well for us it helps.
Creates awareness.
And it secures our contract,
Right.
basically,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
because they see, man, we're getting a
They,
lot
they
of
base
base
a
numbers,
lot
right?
of those decisions on like your
Your viewership,
media
based off
following,
numbers.
your brand
So like
awareness.
so they gave us a 6-event, 12-month deal, the first deal.
Yeah.
You know, and our first
You
event
do
was
6 events and what?
Yeah.
that's what I'm laughing. Like they were like
Because
we're gonna
we
do.
doubled it like within 7 months.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I was like, hey man, you told me there was some guys that couldn't even do 1 or 2 in 2 years, and we just doubled our deal.
Much like
crazy.
how when you guys kind of hedged your bets, you're like, all right, I'm gonna bet on myself to do this.
Yeah.
Dude, he was. I'll give Eric credit. He pushes the limit when it comes to the UFC guys because they tell us they're like, hey, listen, these are the number of shows you're gonna get. This amount of money you're gonna get. He just goes, okay, here's you're gonna get 12 shows next year. Great. Here's 18 shows that we're gonna do, and if anybody else drops off, we'll take theirs as well. And then we still
You believe in your stuff.
And
I
then
mean,
we
you have
still,
to.
who do they call? They call Eric for the UFC PI. Invitational every time they call him to come out and do that. So, I mean, it's a credit to anybody who listens to this, man. If you want to do something, just fucking
Just
bet
go
on
for it.
yourself, man.
Yeah.
You have to, man.
And now you
You
have
to.
Fury fighters in the UFC.
Dude.
And how does that feel?
Yeah. You see, Liamana just fought.
Liamana,
this
boy,
guy.
just
I didn't
picked
think
up
that
a
was
win.
split.
I didn't either.
I didn't
Yeah, I
either.
didn't either.
I wasn't expecting to go that way.
I'm
but
a little
we'll
biased
take
because
it, right?
he's a homie, but I don't think that was split.
I'm glad he won.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
It's a weird feeling watching guys that you put into the UFC.
Yeah, how's that?
You know, like coming from Legacy first to here, I've seen a bunch of names go in and have just stupid success. To think that we have Valentina Shevchenko and Holly Holm and Henry Cejudo all came out of
Yeah.
Legacy, all became future UFC champions. So for a while, it's
That's
like
mixed work.
Yeah, for a while, I just expected that. I expected that if Mick signed somebody and they
That's
got
mixed
signed to the
work.
UFC, like, oh, they'll probably be a
Matter of
champion.
time.
Yeah, they'll be a champion.
Does that do something for y'all whenever they get signed to UFC? They're like, do people look to their past where they fought before and
Yeah.
stuff
Oh
like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Because what they do now, especially, is they'll announce them as, hey, if this former Fury FC champion
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
coming in, and they give us, honestly, the credit that's due now.
Right.
That's deserved for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, but you kind of live and die
14
with them
years
too.
being
Like
overnight success,
in the
right,
moment,
Eric?
you're
They
watching like
take your star.
yeah, dude, you're watching CJ Vergara this weekend, and he lost by armbar to a crazy grappler. That guy was.
That
They
dude-
do that
sick.
great transitions, man.
But you're watching it, and yeah, man, your stomach's going up and down. It's like I
Yeah.
got money on the event, because I
Yeah,
feel
right.
like I do. Because I'm like,
We're
I
so
need you-
emotionally
I need you to be good, man. I need you to win this
to
one.
go up there.
You gotta look
Yeah.
right, dog.
Because when those guys win, it shows that we're producing the talent that needs to
Right,
be
that they're
produced to
looking
go
for.
over there. Yeah, no doubt.
And
Because,
you know
I mean-
CJ's going to make those adjustments to come back even
Oh, yeah.
stronger.
Oh, yeah.
CJ's a monster.
I mean, but that's how we, we have to stand out. I mean, let's be fair. There's hundreds of promotions in the nation. There's a good bit. What was it? 15 that are on Fight Pass. 25 that are on Fight
25.
Pass.
Oh, dang.
So we have to stand out. So how do we stand out? We stand
I
out.
think y'all
by-
really do. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
Talent.
not.
UFC
Y'all my
posts,
boys,
like,
but like
crazy
Fury
knockouts.
shows, there's nothing like them, man. I try to watch the ones on. I mean, I like Fight Pass, but
Yeah.
I've tried to watch some other shows and they don't catch my attention as much.
That's awesome, man. That's
And I'll
awesome.
tell you, and Rich will tell you, I pushed the budget like I should. Like, and
That's our number one argument.
That's the reason why I think that we've gotten where we have, because I've
It's all or nothing, basically.
I've
Oh.
I've cut the profit for myself and put that shit right back in, because
See,
I
and-
want to make sure we have the best guys.
And where I'm on the back end, like
Production.
it's a good balance because I'm like, hey man, listen, like no,
It's the same thing with us when
let's
we're
not,
buying
yeah,
shoes.
let's not add any more. We're good. We've got this. I walk out of a room to go open a door for people to come in. I come back in. He's like, I got this other fight. I'm like,
Just signed
he's
a
like,
co-main
he's like,
event.
he's like, but it's a banger. You gotta redo the structure of the card. All right,
That's
man.
me and Gio all the time. I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna just pass it on this shoe, right?
Gio's like, I just bought 12 of them.
I'm like, what are you doing? But it's part of the game. You gotta, like you said, you gotta bet on yourself. If you don't bet on yourself, nobody's gonna bet on you.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the way to do it, man. Dude, so many amazing things happened in the last few years. You guys have blown up. And every time I turn around, your content, man, on Instagram is awesome.
Y'all like it?
I love
it's
it, dude.
cool.
I love it. Every now and then, y'all do like a skit,
Yeah,
like,
skit.
dude, I laugh my ass off because part of it, I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, what am I doing? But then at the same point, I'm like, can't stop watching it. All right, can't
We
stop
got
watching
the
it.
UPS guy to come do
I was
it.
gonna say I
Yeah.
saw something about like a UPS guy wearing the mask or something. I had to have the volume turned down because it's like late night scrolling. But
Well, we got some great sponsors, man. But yeah, y'all are like,
We appreciate y'all.
y'all are right
And
there
for
at
some
the top.
reason, every time there's like a highlight reel on Fairway, like our banner's right there. I'm like,
Yeah, it always works out. Yeah.
Hey,
it's,
we've
almost like it was placed strategically right
It
there.
feels like,
Right?
hey,
one
listen,
on this corner, one on
there's
this side.
not
Boom, you're
there's
welcome.
not a lot of spaces left in the Fury cage. Matter of fact, we've got two sponsors that we brought on this week.
Yeah.
Shout out to HK USA.
Okay.
The
The
guys
the
are
fighting
yeah,
game?
they're
Yeah,
doing
they
all
are.
of our
They're doing
all of our
gloves now.
gloves.
They
Nice.
those dudes sent us 100 pairs of gloves.
dang.
Yeah.
Can
We're
I just say it's
99,
about
missing.
time somebody jumped on that
They should have,
train?
right? A long time ago. And shout out to Nick, because he said, man, I've been trying to get this deal for a long time.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm just busy. Talk to Rich.
It's kind of
Rich closed that deal.
Rich is a
so.
busy man.
Hey, and then we also brought on Renfo. They shop smart scales, smart massagers, smart air purifiers, boots where you can
Nice.
put on and circulate blood flow. So it's all about recovery.
Like healthy.
Yeah, all about
Okay.
recovery. So actually, moving forward at our events, we're gonna have massage guns for the fighters to kind of warm up with beforehand.
Well, for the
oil.
sponsors, can they come up to us?
Yeah, for sure.
I got a bad neck.
I got you. Wayne will be out there. We got digital scales. Wayne will be judging people as they go by. Be like, 115. No, lady, I'm sorry, you gotta go. so
Get me in
that,
trouble, man.
hey, I almost forgot, man. So we did the trophy room. So these are the we the best Khaled's.
Those are the son of
Father of Assad.
Father of
So
Assad.
Assad is
I don't even
DJ
know who Assad
Khaled.
is.
That's his
DJ
son.
Khaled's son.
Come on, man.
Man, I don't
you don't watch his Instagram?
pop culture with Khaled.
You
No.
don't watch his Instagram?
Oh,
Not
dude,
really.
I follow him. He
He
on
has
the
one of the
lobster.
best Instagram.
Best
follow
Does he?
Instagram.
I had him on
think so.
Snapchat, but he was too like he
Yeah, he's a
posted too
little
damn much.
annoying,
You know?
Nah,
but
dude, I like his Instagram's awesome.
He was motivational. I ain't gonna lie.
He's funny.
I
DJ
don't-
Khaled's funny.
So
But the
what?
story behind this
Yeah.
shoe, it never released to the general public. It was only samples. So the only way you got this shoe is if you're actually a friend of DJ Khaled and he like requested it from Brian Mitchell, which is the VP at Nike.
Wow.
And on the box, it has the sample tag. It says requested by Brian Mitchell, and then it says the athlete. We all know he's
That's
not an
awesome.
athlete, but DJ Khaled.
And then so for these are one of the
That's
the
a-
biggest grails you can find, right?
Oh yeah, that
So
had a
tell-
lot of
tell us about
controversy
this shoe.
too.
This was the last shoe that was ever dropped by Nike and Kanye. So during this time, they were going through a bad divorce, you could say.
Yeah.
And Adidas was yanking them away from Nike. So Nike just dropped the shoe out of nowhere
It was a
without.
shock drop.
Yeah, they didn't let anyone know. They just dropped, and it sold out everywhere. And Kanye was just pissed about
Move
it.
that inventory.
Yeah.
So what does that shoe go for now?
Brand new is about 20 to
I'm
25,000.
sorry you forgot this pair here when you left.
That's
So-
brand new.
I'm sorry, I only got one. I've only got the left one.
So for you guys, and not to give away like any of your secrets, how hard is it to get your hands on this type of stuff? And when those opportunities pop up, is it just like it's now or never, or how's that work?
So
yeah.
there's a lot of collectors in Houston. There's no store in Houston like Flight Club, Soul Station, like those huge stores that you
Right.
see in New York and LA. So all the collectors, they come to the mom and pop shops. We're a mom and pop shop technically, so they show us love,
You guys
honestly.
are blowing up. You got
Seems
quite
more like a
following.
dad and dad shop.
My two dads.
More like a bro and bro shop.
Yeah, well, bro shop. All right.
But
I'll go with that.
yeah, like honestly, like we don't get these shoes for cheap. So when they do come around,
Yeah.
the person that brings the shoe knows what it's going for. They know like how hard it is to get.
Right.
So we still have to pay like hard,
Yeah,
high.
we paid a few grand for those,
Yeah.
but we could sell them for a few more grand.
Right.
So
But-
what is the balance game in there? Because I'm sure there's like is November the time to sell it, or do I wait till January? Whenever like how do you
Those are
judge?
for sure. November to January are the hottest months
Yeah.
for sure. November, people are getting ready for Christmas. Then
Back to school.
Back to school.
But who-
Then you have
somewhere at school.
everybody getting their income taxes in January. That's
Yeah.
what will really kill it.
Rich and I are getting ready to open a sneaker shop. So
Okay.
I mean, this is valuable information.
There we go.
Franchise
Yeah,
tag.
knows.
We got a franchise tag.
hey,
Hey,
we're
that's
with
not a
it.
bad idea.
Hey, we're with
That
it.
isn't a bad idea.
18%.
Okay, there you go.
Listen,
That's the
listen,
first words Diego says is negotiations.
listen. You know exactly what would happen because I before I've been like, hey man, Eric, let's open something else. Let's do this.
Coffee
I'd
shop.
be like,
That's what
if
we're
we
thinking
had
about
if
doing.
we had a
Coffee.
sneaker shop, do you know how poor we would
Oh,
be
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
at it?
Because
We'd
we
be like,
didn't
be
have
like,
all
we
the
would-
10s and all
yeah.
the 13s are gone.
Guys, we only have 12s, 9.5s, and 10 and a
It's
halves.
hard to manage.
That's
'cause
all. That's all we
Yeah.
Because
got.
y'all want all the shit.
Yeah.
How do you leverage that? How do you decide?
I'm
what's
actually,
for the
we're
store
actually
and what's
pretty
for you?
good.
Yeah,
We're,
we're actually really like.
it's our employees that want
Yeah,
to
he was
keep a lot
supposed to
of
come.
stuff.
One of our employees, he's a sneakerhead too, and he's like every shoe, he's like, bro, can I keep, bro? He starts trying them on before I even put it in the bag. I'm like, dude, calm down, calm down.
I'm gonna put him on layaway. That's what he says.
That's what he tells us. Shout out to Mitch though.
He's a Golden Gloves boxer, so he actually sold me the shirt
Okay.
from '95.
So y'all sell clothes and shoes.
Yeah, we do.
But
we,
like the clothes and stuff y'all sell is shit you can't get at the store.
yeah,
exactly.
I
Obviously,
don't.
right?
for sure. Yeah, we look for stuff that you can't find at the mall or just hard to get merch.
You got anything that'll fit Rich?
Yeah, of course I do.
Hey, listen, I'm so like, if it's not shoes, I'm pretty out of touch. Like, I don't really have anything that's cool when it comes to like clothing.
Do you want a
So-
hoodie? Is that are you requesting?
No,
something
no,
cool?
no. What happens is every time I'll message, like y'all post something, I'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool, and I'll message, and you guys will be like, yeah, I can hook you up. I'm like,
A
all
lot
right,
of
great.
stuff you like gets sold like.
I
you
know,
notice
like
that?
immediately, and then like, so
got
I'll
good
sit,
taste.
I'll sit back for a minute. I'll be like, man, I don't know, man. Yeah, and I'll go back. You're like, no, it's gone. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I got some for you this weekend though.
I saw the last time I reached out. I think it was like it might have been Brett Elevens.
Yeah, think
and,
so.
And they were like rarely a size 12,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, how much? Oh, they're gone. Okay, that's cool. All right, you guys already got rid of them. That's fine. That's
Honestly,
fine.
size 10 and 12, they're like, for the big guys, size 12 is super popular, but size 10 everybody wears, and they always bring them in. That's why we always bring in Eric some heat, because size
My
10.
shit is
We both wear
fire.
size 10 at.
So he has
at-
baby feet.
All three
So,
of us.
so what? Do you guys take as many L's on sneakers app as everybody else does?
Yeah.
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 Like, dude, that's the worst fucking app.
The best one I got was a Fragment Low, the Travis
What's-
Scott. I hit
Yeah.
on those.
When
Did you?
Listen, when did that sneaker shit like that start? Because
13?
years ago, you didn't have to fucking do that.
No,
I
so
could
I
literally
bought-
go to the store and buy a pair of fucking
Some-
Jordans right out of Foot Locker.
My favorite Jordans that I've bought online were the Facetasm ones. Like, I love those. I wear the hell out of them. Somehow I got them off the sneakers app.
That's the one you wear to the UFCs?
Yeah,
all the time?
I only wear them to Vegas. It's the only time I wear them. I wear them to Vegas when we go to the UFCs. And outside of that, I just don't wear them. I don't like to wear them that much. And so, for some reason, I hit on those on sneakers, and then I hit on maybe one other shoe, like, after that. And everything since then has been just nothing but L's for like 2-3 years. Just L's. And then finally, I do hit on something. It's those piece of shit unions that came out recently. The Union Cortez.
He asked me about one.
I was like, do
Which
you
ones
just,
are those?
I was like,
So,
do you
do you
just
have a picture
want
of
these?
those?
Like,
Do you
I
have
got
this-
them, dude. I got them somewhere. They're such
Go to your
garbage.
sneakers
I
app.
want these. These are fucking
But I
fire.
saw a
got
Union,
you.
and I saw a Union,
Union
and I was
Cortez?
like, oh, well, maybe the
Right?
value, maybe they'll have some value to them. No. They
I don't-
lost money immediately.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Immediately they
No,
lost
not
money.
these.
Yeah.
It's crazy how some
These?
shoes drop. Yeah.
The Union.
This?
Yeah, dude.
You want those?
No, I bought them. I was
He
like,
thought he won.
yeah. I was
Well,
like,
he
ooh, I won.
How much
Yeah.
were they? $100?
They were like 115,
Mhm.
and then
They're on
and
StockX
then
for like
by the time I
$80.
hit Christian-
87.
by the time I hit Christian up, they were like I owed people money because I had them. Like they were like it would cost me $20.
$89.
It
on
cost me
StockX.
$20 to give them to Christian. You know, I'm like,
So you got them?
Nah, I
No,
told him to return.
I did. He told me he was like, hey, you know you can just return them to the store. I'm like, damn, that must be bad. The shoe, like the dude don't even want them. I was
So they
like,
end up hitting the clearance aisle.
But if
Like
you
at
return the
Nike.
shoe, they look up your account and they kind of red flag it. Like, that's probably why you're taking all the mails now.
Have you-
This motherfucker.
That's the first one I've ever
SMF
returned. I've never returned
Oh,
anything
you
else
actually
before.
returned it?
I did. I did.
You weren't the only one.
The only other shoe I almost returned was those Platinum 11s that I had at your shop for a while.
yeah.
Did we end up?
We ended up trading you for some, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you got
gave
some
me.
Yeezys.
I got my son some Yeezys.
I think we put them in a mystery box because we couldn't
Yeah,
get rid of them.
that's how bad it was.
Dude, what a weird shoe! Like it was a good looking
It's
shoe.
clean.
I think it was a material.
on the wall and
Maybe.
say these were worn
So
by
usually
the
11s are.
UFCs,
Or padded
UV
leather.
Rich
We should have.
You
Huh?
should have.
I think it was just the weird material.
The
or something.
suede.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the 11s for the patent leather. So
I
the
just
suede
I
is
took
kind of
such an
weird.
L on- which is funny because they made the one version of that, the platinum ones.
Mhm.
They look cool, man. It's a good looking shoe.
Yeah.
It looks great. It just didn't resell for shit. I have shitty luck.
Yeah,
with
so
it.
we literally, like, a guy bought a mystery box.
Yeah.
A mystery box is where you give us like 500 or 1,000, and we just throw in whatever we want.
It's like your
We don't
clearance aisle.
screw you over, but
We don't
you're
screw you over, but we can
definitely
give you Rich Burmaster's return.
no, you're definitely gonna get one that you might not like.
Right.
So it's more than one pair of shoes.
Yeah.
It'll,
So
your return is like 20%.
we
if you
we
resell.
guarantee a 20% return
Yeah.
profit. So if you spend 1,000, you're gonna make $200.
So then for the end
That's
of the
not
year,
bad.
It's not bad.
That's not a
hey,
bad
we
deal.
should do mystery boxes for the end of the year.
Mystery box for who?
Yeah.
For us?
Oh no.
What are you
no.
talking about?
No,
For
'cause-
somebody?
'cause,
Oh, give somebody a mystery box.
yeah.
You get to pick the size and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do like a giveaway.
That'd be cool.
That's not a
Christmas?
bad idea.
Yeah, maybe a Christmas one.
We throw in other stuff.
Wayne,
in there
you
to,
should
like,
enter.
marriage.
I've got some old shoes I can
Oh, you got some donors?
donate. I'll donate. I won't be.
Well, it's like
purchasing the
here's
mystery
some,
box.
here's some K Swisses.
What about the sleeve
Here's some capas.
I
We'll take
think you should definitely keep those over there. For
We gotta get some
sure.
retro ones on Diego's feet. He's
size
over
you,
there.
brother?
What size you wear?
Hey,
we're
Diego's out
two
there.
bottles
What
empty
size
on
you
the
wear?
howler, Rich.
9.5.
We're 9.5.
All right.
10.
Hey, so business is going well,
Business is going well.
skyrocketing, and so you guys are growing now.
Yes, sir. We actually got a new location coming, so we haven't really announced it yet. So
Breaking news.
breaking news, here it is.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
We're getting a 2,500 square foot store.
What?
Yeah, right now
Holy shit.
we're gonna triple up in size, so get ready for that. We're looking for maybe the end of October, first
Where's
of
that going to
November.
be?
It's still 45 South, Houston, Texas.
Just like 2 doors down from where you're at
Just
now.
yeah, 3 suites over. It's
Put a location out there for
yeah,
those
11030 Kings Point Road, Houston, Texas 77075 is the zip code.
Next to Paradise City, the strip club.
So
There you go.
So,
hey, now I know exactly where you guys are.
hey, so you open up this next bigger location. Like what's next for your brand?
Honestly, we're just looking to grow. Honestly, like there's no particular.
Right now where we're at, we literally have like 200 shoes that we can't even put out because we ran out of shelf space.
That's crazy.
So you need like a 20,000 square foot facility.
right.
Fucking
So
awesome.
maybe you rent some space from the strip club right there.
We're actually supposed to collab with the strip club, so if y'all see some Space City,
Oh,
Paradise
some
City,
titties on the tongue, dog. That was some
Officially the single woman's fundraiser.
the single one. It's a one with a heel on the back of it
a-
over there, like a
by
stripper
where
heel.
you live, right?
Yeah.
You live on 45?
No, down South Galveston County.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Diego
We
knows
started
exactly
off
what
a
you're talking about.
Diego probably busted.
But Diego's going to be there for the grand opening.
Hey, talking about bust.
Hey.
Busted.com.
Busted.com. We got there. Good segue.
Hey,
Eric
listen.
Garcia.
Hey, so we have a new segment on the show. You guys get to be on our new segment on the show. It's called "You're a Piece of Shit." That's the segment.
Okay.
How
And
flattering. right?
so
If you make this list, you guarantee you are pretty much a piece of shit.
yeah.
Well, you gotta get. Hey, listen, you gotta be convicted first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It can't be alleged. So we have to save those breaking news. Gotta
Listen.
save that breaking.
Hey, listen. All right, fine. Listen.
Man.
I'm not.
Eric
listen.
needs more howlers.
I'm just gonna
That's
make
what
an
that
easy,
means.
nice statement. Easy, nice
Yeah,
statement.
easy, nice.
If you were to get busted at a sting, if those don't know what a sting is, it means your ass got set up, you dumb shit, for doing something inappropriate that involved a minor. You're a piece of shit.
Big
sure.
one.
I don't care if you
Big
work
one.
at NASA or not.
Yeah.
You are a
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
shit.
Pretty much. I mean, regardless of where you work, yeah.
Yeah.
NASA or not, yeah, that's a piece
Yeah,
of
it
shit.
doesn't. It doesn't matter where you work, whether you are bowling, whether
Hey.
you're a bowler or you're a ref. It doesn't
but,
matter.
But what if it's a bullshit charge? This has happened before.
Well, then you're a pedophile.
You're a really big piece of shit.
So that's our new segment. You're a piece of shit, and we'll have your name added to that very quickly. You piece of shit.
I
So,
agree.
hey,
Upon
speaking of which,
conviction.
guys, hey, this is perfect time now to talk about our sponsors. Space City Collective. Space_City Collective, the best place to get all of your gear. Guys, Howlerhead Whiskey, get that monkey spirit
Yeah,
in you.
we're 2 bottles like deep right now, man. There's 2 of them. that are
line
just
up some
empty.
shots, man.
Hey man, hey, line them up. Hey, Kimura Tattoo Company. If you guys have
Ronnie
not went out
Byerly
there
and
and
the
checked
crew
out
out
Ronnie,
there.
Ronnie is going to be doing another
This weekend.
$500 tattoo bonus this weekend for Fury.
Why don't you just have them tat somebody up in the cage?
But it has to incorporate the Fury logo.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that's with all health
I
guidelines.
don't know if FDA is gonna approve that.
Hey, don't forget, if you get a Fury neck tattoo, you get free tickets for life.
100%.
Free tickets for life.
I'm
You
down.
get a Fury neck tattoo, free tickets for life. Speaking of our other sponsors, though, private label bags, Sheath underwear, Renfo, I gotta get used to saying their name. They're brand new to the show. Renfo and HK USA. Thank you guys so much for believing in
Aces.
our brand. Thank you so much for being there with us.
Aces
Performance
Performance Exhaust.
Well, y'all
They
done
must be
said it
back on
twice.
board.
Why I gotta say
Aces.
Aswell's got a fight coming up, so they must be back
Aces
on board, right?
Performance.
Yeah, Aslow's got a fight coming up, so Aces is back in the corner.
There you go.
We gotta get. Has anybody ever went? I need to go get some exhaust done. Like I actually really do need to get exhaust done.
Mine are done.
Well, you know,
Mine Palas are done.
it's dueling in polish.
No exhaust on mine.
No exhaust.
He has a Tesla.
Oh,
well.
Not all of us
Did you
balling
check
like
out our
that.
California episode? Have you heard that one? Go check that one out in the archives on YouTube, Spotify.
We have a California episode.
Yeah,
we're not-
we
we're
got
not
we
fan
got the
of
new
electric
Audi
gimmick.
It was a
Tektron.
dope ass car.
Yeah.
But we didn't know it was
Don't worry,
electric.
whenever your electric car dies,
we
there will
got
be
it
a
on zero.
gasoline-powered vehicle
Oh,
to show up
for
to
real?
save you.
Dude, we
It was
didn't know it was
Audi?
electric till we were
It
leaving.
was an Audi. It was fucking clean.
It was clean. It was a beautiful car.
When did you figure out when it was electric?
When we
When we
tried,
got
when,
in it.
when we got in it, and then trying to find charging stations was a nightmare there.
Man.
Tesla luckily has them all over the place. But
So
Oh, sure
it
they
seems
do.
to be good.
That's what they say.
But
sure.
they
That's what
told
they
us
said in
that too.
Canada.
Sure they do.
Dude,
They're everywhere. Do they work?
And they were all
If you
broken.
pull up to it, it's going to function.
That's the problem. We pulled up to like 2 or 3 of them, and they
We're
didn't
those
work.
You
guys.
go to a ghetto ass neighborhood with one, right?
Yeah, we went to one. Remember, it was that gas station in like the middle
Everywhere,
of
man.
nowhere.
And then like when we're about to
Bruh,
return the
yeah.
car, we
I've been to
figure out
those.
if you don't have the AC on, if the radio's off, all this shit, then you get more mileage.
And there might be people
Oh,
like ready to
bro?
fight
Yeah.
at these charging stations.
Like we were like at 80 miles.
I'm almost got in a fight at a charging station.
We were like 80 miles.
don't
until
say.
It was dead, and we turned the
Was
AC
it because
on.
you charged
Your
it
anxiety
on?
level's at a different level whenever you're like out of juice and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
somebody at the thing using it all up or whatever. And there's only
Yeah.
one charging station. Yeah, you're
Well,
like,
Tesla actually
I
like
might not make it home.
if you're charged up and you stay on the charger, they start charging you like your credit card.
Really?
If you like just chill there.
So you charge it at home every night,
Yeah.
just like a electric.
It's
How
like a
long-
regular outlet.
How long does that last?
It gives me only like 40 miles overnight.
Overnight?
Damn, that's not good.
40 whole miles?
Yeah.
How long? You
Wow.
have to charge it to get full
Incredible.
Probably like a whole
45 minutes right now.
at the supercharger only 30 minutes.
Well, no, like
But
at
at
your house.
home it'll be like a whole day.
A day.
Somebody,
okay, hold
somebody
on.
pour some gasoline in my cup.
So if
man.
you
I just
get
wanna drink
if
to
you
that.
charge it at a supercharger,
But they do
how
sell
much
the-
mileage will it give you?
It'll give me up to 280.
Okay, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
but-
and that's the way you drive.
are
around the
there any
city,
mountains?
That's all we.
It's yeah, for sure.
So if you're at home and you want to plan a trip, you have to wait a whole day of not using your car.
Or you could go to a supercharger
Okay.
and
Yeah,
charge.
but he don't have the same type of outlet.
But also, you could buy the
If
like
you
they
go to
sell
the
the actual
supercharger,
charger. That
there might be
it
somebody
charges.
in
It gives you
front
like 25 miles per hour. So overnight, you'll get like
Oh.
150 miles. I'm just using a regular like
Extension cord?
Yeah,
like
he's
a,
using a 110.
He's got an
exactly.
He's got one of those distro blocks in the make it turn it on, turn it off. He unplugs his Nintendo to plug in his car.
But luckily, I live in a high rise, so my parking garage.
Well.
Whoa,
parking
Mr.
garage.
Jefferson. Okay.
Make sure
hey.
you poke those pinkies up when you drink your drink, sir.
There's a little.
High-rise.
There's
They
random
don't know about
outlets.
the pinky.
Over there.
There's
don't know
random
about the
outlets
pinky.
in the garage, and I just use a random outlet. So technically,
Jack and
getting
juice.
charged.
He's
Yes.
Jack and juice.
So do you
I
look?
know what he's saying.
He just looks at the other
It's
peasants
free.
when he pulls in. He's like, "Look at you, you
Oh,
peasant."
sorry. Yeah, I jacked your juice.
trying to save the earth around here, you know.
T-shirts available at FuryFC.tv.
Hey, so this weekend we have our first Fury FC Challenger Series show. And for those who don't know what Challenger Series is, so hey, we are the first promotion to do an entire fight card on UFC Fight Pass Facebook. No one has done it yet. We'll be the first one to
Shit,
do
that's
it.
major.
Everybody else has done one fight, and
Yeah.
then they go into their show. We're doing the entire show.
I'm pretty
Dang.
sure they said they're gonna put it on their YouTube as well.
Could be.
That's a lot of eyeballs.
I hope they do. I don't know.
They
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that one too. So we will be on there, and the fight card itself is amazing. And for those who we've been asked a lot, what is Challenger Series? So Challenger Series is for young pros who are getting ready to go to Fury FC. So to be able to be on Fight Pass, like we have standards, and our standard is that you need to have 5 wins or more to be on Fight Pass.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you want to fight for a title, the goal, it doesn't always happen. There's some anomalies, but the goal should be you should have 10 plus wins to fight for our title.
Right.
And so
But
that is
there's exceptions.
there is exceptions.
There's exceptions. You know, not every card we're gonna get guys
Yeah.
that have 5 wins that are gonna be on
Right.
the main card, but
I mean, to be fair, there's an exception on this card. You know, Cody Steele is headlining this card,
it's the Challenger Series card.
but Cody Steele has also been on Fight Pass for us.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Right.
Cody Steele, if you're a young and upcoming fighter, look what he does. Look how he posts about everything. All of his training. He posts all the time, and he's built up a pretty good following. He's about 30,000 followers on his Instagram.
Yeah, I've been following him since way before.
So that's super smart, and because the fact that he has this big following, I'll tell you now. When we have meetings, the UFC is like, "Is Cody Steele on the card?" Like that's the first thing they ask about for Challenger Series. Can we get Cody Steele on it? Dude, the UFC is asking for this kid to be on a card. He's that talented, that well looked at.
They're looking at him like the next Bo Nickel or something.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they are.
No, for sure.
So when you look at the professional side of this card, this is a fire card. This is a card that could be, and honestly, most times this is almost every other promotion's main card.
Well, real quick though, saying that Cody still being on a main card, Cody would probably be like the first or second fight on a regular Fight Pass card, but doing this Challenger Series card, this allows him to be the main event.
He can be the main event on this.
He can be the main event, so.
Get him the views and all the eyes.
Right.
Yep.
And let him get that main event feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
So main event, we got Cody Steele taking on, is it Breakenden?
Breakenden.
Freeman.
This kid too, Breakenden Freeman, he's an undefeated Ami.
Yeah.
He's 5-0. He's making his pro debut, and he says he's coming to knock Cody out. He's like, man, I know everything.
Well,
Hey, this should be really interesting. This is Cody's first fight at 55.
Right. Hey, but his weight cut is going good. He's been sending me videos like every other day.
He's not huge for 170.
He's not huge. He's just he
He's
seems
pretty
to
He
fucking
does
jacked.
carry some muscle though,
He's
man.
pretty fucking
he
jacked.
carries muscle, man. Like you look back at that Keith Ford fight, he looked like a freaking bodybuilder. Well,
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So he's fighting this at 155. He fought Keith Ford at 180.
Oh shit.
180 catch weight.
Dang.
So that 155 hand knocked out a guy at 180.
he's not some.
He's gonna
And
have
he's a jiu-jitsu guy. People weren't expecting him to come out with that firepower.
because he tells us, man, like I don't want to be looked at as a jiu-jitsu guy. I want to be a knockout artist.
That's dope.
Man, I love that. I love seeing young fighters. I've got a few guys who are wrestlers, who are very much like, nah, man, I'm trying to knock everybody out.
Seems like wrestlers are taking over the game though lately.
I think we've always been there.
Yeah.
Like to be fair,
Yeah.
like when you look at it for most times, you look back at like use the UFC, their champions. More of them came from a wrestling background than anything else. You know, for the most part, you can have great Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but if you can't get it to the ground.
Yeah, in the
like,
beginning it was jiu-jitsu. If you didn't know jiu-jitsu and you went to the ground, you're fucked.
no one knew what was going on. Like, Bush Gracie was this wizard, you know.
Like, if you look
The
at
good old days.
when Matt Hughes fought Gracie,
Yeah.
and he
Oh,
had the gi,
dude.
that's when it separated like the wrestler that
Oh,
could
yeah.
handle
Right.
jiu-jitsu.
He just mollywopped
He
him on
fucking
that.
Oh,
mollywopped
shit.
him.
Dude, it
Took
was
his
so
back,
bad.
TKO'd him right with punches.
So
Yeah.
bad.
Punches. Yeah.
Oh,
think
yeah.
about think about it now. Like when you look
The
at
turning
jiu-jitsu now, even white belts coming in, like they know what an armbar is.
Yeah.
It's not
They
this
know how to defend that
mystery.
shit, you know?
You know, they have an idea of, oh shit, I should get my arm out of here.
Yeah.
You know, versus back in the day, everyone's like, what is
What's
it?
happening?
Yeah, what's happening?
What are you doing?
What's this wizardry you got going on?
Give me my arm back. I gotta punch you.
That seems so foreign, but I remember being 15 or 16, and I went to this all open event, and it was basically like you could fight however. And I had done boxing and wrestling my whole life, and I got there and I got armbarred by this guy.
Oh, you fought?
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is this?
He doesn't
I-
look like it, right?
Oh, wow.
I'm very fat.
He didn't know. I wear my belly well.
So, where the hell you bastards? You got me off track. Where was that? So, it's grown so much that now, like, everybody
You're a white belt
knows
at that time?
jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I had no clue what
Technically?
jiu-jitsu was. Oh, I just been
So
wrestling.
you wrestled a little bit?
Yeah, I wrestled.
growing up.
I started at 9. I started wrestling.
shit.
And I started boxing at 10.
Okay.
And then I was too fat, and I was just honestly I drank myself off the team in high school. So like I drank too
Jeez,
much.
you weren't even old enough
Wow,
to train.
man.
In New Orleans, baby.
That was it. I was like 18 back then. Back
hey,
then, that, yeah.
hey, one of my first jobs, I worked at Cat's Meow when I was in my junior year of high school, man.
Hey,
Like,
What
What
is
is
that?
Cat's Meow?
huh? I was
Cat's
a
What
bar
is that?
back.
It's like some tranny club.
Cat's Meow was the...
It's a
Sounds fucking
karaoke bar.
sketchy,
It's a
bro.
karaoke. It's a
That's
karaoke
your
bar.
first
I love
husband?
New Orleans, for the record.
Is that where
Yeah.
you met your first husband?
Yeah. It's
I've
the-
only been in New Orleans once, but I
Yeah.
loved
They're
it.
trying
I
to get us
love New
canceled.
I mean,
Orleans.
it's the armpit of America, but it's great. Like it shit smells
I
so
feel
good.
like it's a very dark place.
Very
It is,
homophobic.
yeah.
I had to
Right.
I had to charge my car in
I
Baton
am.
Rouge. It was
Yeah.
It'll sketch
yeah.
up.
Now, when you say dark, you mean a lot of blacks?
He loves
Of course. It's,
my friend.
it's not homophobic. Like,
Yes, it's a
phobic
very
is
dark
fear.
place.
It's a fear.
It's like dark voodoo.
The
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
The energy.
It's not my cup of tea,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
I mean,
Same thing. Yeah.
No, it is for sure.
But I like it.
It's
I like
fun.
the dark. Like it's just different.
It's a great place to visit.
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't live there.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to that card y'all had there.
We'll go back. We'll
They
go back
took me
next
to some
year.
Fucking sketchy ass.
We
place.
did.
hey, you must have offered up the right pair of shoes to get on that one, I guess.
You want to see?
Yeah, right.
You must have brought him like the Stephon
They
Marbury's.
took me into some.
Hey,
satanic ass-
listen, Eric always fits in like most places we go. Yeah, like, he does pretty well, even being brown. So, but what we did,
You racist.
it's me and Wayne and Michael Alexander were walking down Bourbon Street, man, and we go by the Dungeon, and the Dungeon is this like heavy metal bar in New Orleans.
I had no idea where we were
I can't
going.
do that.
That's like that. Like I remember going there as like when I would, they didn't give a shit what age you were. You just went in, and I knew what we were walking into. Dude, there's like
had
this
no fucking
fucking
idea.
pathway that only one person fits down.
Yeah, we had to like
walking through.
shimmy
Like a
down the
hallway like
hallway.
this.
It's like brick.
And
so, I
you
mean,
come in, there's like a
no
fucking
give.
pentagram on the wall, and like death metal music's playing.
What
And they got like a lamb
Yeah.
head with horns and shit.
Yeah, but one of the guys from Fight Pass that we were with, he loved that place. So I was like, yeah, we'll go in. Sure, I haven't been in there in
It's
10
kind of
years.
exotic or something.
No, I wouldn't say
Not
exotic.
Yeah.
It's more like,
Hey, so we get in there and everybody
selling
like,
your
orders
soul
a
to the
drink.
Dark Lord. To just
You
get a
just-
drink or some
Hey, you
shit.
just see Eric in there being like, where the fuck am I? What am I doing?
Did we even get a drink? Like
We got a
I
drink
remember
and we
we
walked
were
out.
at the, we were at the
Yeah.
bar. It was like me and you.
You
we
were
were at
feeling
the
it?
bar and we turned around and
we
like
just left, yeah.
Eric was like ready to
It
go.
was
I
like
was
a golf
"All right,
place
let's
or
go."
what?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
golf place, yeah. But then we went to Pat O'Brien's. That was cool. The music
Yeah, that was
playing, dueling pianos
And
and
then we
stuff.
started
So
taking shots.
then we started taking shots.
I heard
We
a lot
went
of
to a
those
Mexican
Louisiana-
bar in New Orleans. What was that Mexican bar? We found the only place playing like Spanish music. We just chilled there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
yeah,
that's
it was
new.
pretty cool.
That's
It
new.
was.
Yeah, I'm like, really?
There was
You
no
have those
Mexicans
there?
when I
It was
grew
on
up.
Bourbon Street.
like they didn't exist. In
It was on
Rock
Bourbon.
Where we were
Yeah,
on Bourbon?
you thought
Yeah,
Trump
real
was
bourbon.
bad, man. Back in the day, man, you couldn't get an accordion in New Orleans.
His brother-in-law actually has a fight in Louisiana.
He already fought.
Oh, he fought.
My brother-in-law he fights, but
He be fighting
he
Louisiana.
he fights in Louisiana. He trains at SBA, but I don't know what's going on at SBA, but I don't know. Just,
Where did he fight at? What promotion?
I couldn't even tell you. It was like some rink-a-dink promotion in Louisiana.
Well,
That time
just
he was
sums up
fighting-
It's better.
Louisiana
It's
MMA
better that you
for the most
don't
part.
name it.
Last time he was fighting a hometown kid, so you
Yeah,
know,
he
like,
lost a split
Hey,
decision. I was
speaking
like,
of Louisiana, Jonathan Island's on this card. Straight out of New Orleans, taking on Karan Reed.
man, that's the
Hey,
fight.
We kind of
right
touched
there.
on Karan Reed last week. His return to Fury FC. Looking forward to that.
Karan
Karan's
Reed has
dope.
been one of he's a big prospect, man.
For sure.
Like that kid he's got it. Like you talk about
Island
guys who
is
got
not
it.
a walkthrough though.
He's
at
not.
all. That's gonna be a
Definitely
great fight.
He's
man.
not, and
Did you really? I mean, how do you call
Okay,
it?
who's gonna try and wrestle?
Yeah, I don't see it.
neither one of them, which is funny because when you look back at the Walker fight,
Didn't he take
and
Walker
Island-
down?
He didn't
Or
take
what,
Walker down, but Walker got hurt once or twice and had to survive against
Because if
Island.
you look at Jonathan Island, he's a fucking stocky SOB.
He is.
Yeah.
He
He's
is, but
fucking
I mean, hey,
jacked.
shout
is
out
jacked.
to Walker.
Jacked.
Walker had to walk through.
Yeah, he's
him.
actually we sponsored him for his last fight.
Nice.
Josh Walker. Shout out to Josh.
nice.
yeah,
It wasn't
Josh,
with Fury,
cool
but
kid.
that's okay.
Yeah, wherever that might have been. Yeah, it wasn't for a Fury show.
Where did he fight his last
I
fight?
have
Who
no clue.
it was in Louisiana too. So
Cares about
Hey,
that.
Listen, Brendan Allen's about to start a promotion in
He
Louisiana.
is. He
Yeah,
is.
all in.
I
Hey,
heard a
but
lot
listen,
of
we're gonna
Louisiana
work
is
with him.
sketch.
Hey, listen, I will
That'll be
say,
fun.
We're gonna work with him.
Brendan Allen is a stand-up dude.
Yep.
And I've known him since he was an amateur. And the first thing he did, not the first thing, but like one of the first things he did was reach out to us. Hey guys, I'm starting an MMA promotion here in Louisiana. Just wanted you guys to know that when you come out here, I want to work with you, whatever it may
That's
be.
100% what we
And
want.
dude,
Let's
that's
go, man.
we don't want to come take anyone's shit. We're not
Hell
trying to.
no.
Hell no.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Listen, we went to New Orleans because Fight Pass was like, hey, there's nobody in New Orleans doing shows, and we need to get into that market. When they say nobody's doing shows, it means, listen, you haven't stood out.
Yeah, we
You-
don't
you have-
recognize your
yeah.
bullshit.
You
Nobody
haven't
that we
stood
want
out.
to
There's
have on
shows,
our
there's shows.
broadcast
Oh, there's
is
shows
running
there.
a show there.
There's shows there all the time. So we went down there,
And they came.
and they came, and
Showed
li-
up, man.
and
The crowd
hey,
was hot.
Listen,
Was it?
Yeah, man.
That was a good card,
Great
right?
crowd.
Brendan-
yeah.
it
I was
a great
watching it
card.
live. I forgot
Brendan's,
where I was
Brendan's
at.
gonna have a lot of success,
Yeah.
and I wish him the best. And when we go down there, we will work with Brendan. And if we can help him with his show, of course we'll help him with his show.
That's
Look,
what it's
there's-
all about.
There's
And he'll be able to cultivate talent, you know, to possibly
100%.
come to us.
there's no
too,
secret
so, I mean,
that this industry is about who you know
Yeah.
and what relationships that you have built. And if you build your relationships the right way, you know, you're always going to be looked upon properly. You always looked upon with respect, and you'll be able to get more out of this game than if you go the back way and stab people in the back and talk shit about people.
let's go to war.
Yeah.
So
Don't
hey
have
man,
time for war.
yeah, hey,
Oh, man.
props to
Let's grow
Brandon.
together. Let's
He
build
had-
together, y'all.
He had no reason, they didn't benefit him anything besides just saying, hey, just want to let you guys know I'm doing this, because he knows we're coming back next year. Like we're going to go back to New Orleans at least twice again next year.
So is his promotion going to be based out of New Orleans?
He's gonna be based. It's
He'll
on the
probably-
north side. It's like-
It'll benefit us more if he moves around.
yeah.
If Brendan Allen can go out there and he
There's a
can
lot of
do
talent like up in
every
North
city in
Louisiana
the
that might not
Yeah.
get a look. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a ton
Dude,
of
it'd be
talent
great.
out there.
Like I would love for him to do Lake Charles, and
Alexandria, Monroe, like
all
up
those
north.
places.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
I hope he does too. I hope
Those guys don't get a
It's
look
gonna help
otherwise.
us.
I hope he kills it, man. I hope he kills it. That way, when we go out there, we got talent built,
Right.
ready to go. So, hey, also on this card, Kevin Kent versus Keenan Jackson at 170 is gonna be a fun fight. Jacob Small and Josh Wilson will be a fun one. Jose Lemus and Tony Toro, pro debut for Mr. Tony Toro there. Joseph Aguilar and Daniel Pete, that's gonna be a fight.
Daniel Pete's back.
Yeah,
Daniel
Daniel
the
Pete
Heat
and Aguilar
Pete.
is going to be a fun fight. And then we got Cole Grigio and Francisco Obando kicking the card off. And then, hey, listen to this. We have 5 title fights on the undercard.
Unheard
And
of.
so, hey, so those to make sure you understand, the undercard will be on Fury's Facebook channel. The professionals will be on Fight Pass's Facebook channel.
Don't
But-
get it twisted. Like Fight Pass will be watching.
Yeah, hey, listen, if
Yeah.
you're an amateur and you have a big knockout,
It's gonna get shared.
it's going to get shared, because I can tell you right now, sitting next to me or Eric will be one of the guys from Fight Pass here this weekend. He will be here watching you guys. So Miles Banks puts his
Take him
heavyweight
to Papa
title.
You didn't give him my chair, did you?
Papacito and Blood Brothers.
Papacito's
and
favorite.
Blood Brothers. Heavyweight titles up on the line. It's Miles Banks put his title on versus Robert Oliveras. Is there a bigger person in Houston than Miles Banks?
Miles
Miles
Banks,
is
man.
fucking scary.
I can't wait. So
Miles got him a pair of kicks from Space.
Yeah, he actually won knockout of the night.
He was.
Or
Hey,
some-
he was
yeah,
the
right.
first. He was the first
Sponsored.
sponsor one that we did.
he's fighting Robert Oliveras.
Robert's 3-0.
He's a jiu-jitsu guy. Does he want to
No,
stand and
he-
bang?
He's gonna stand up. He knocked out Pete Spratt's guy in San Antonio.
Hey,
Was that
listen.
recent?
It was in May.
I think I
Hey,
was watching.
it's a tough fight, dude. Miles Banks is a.
You did
Miles
go to Miles
is gonna be
for
no
sure.
easy fight for
No.
nobody.
That dude's just
Miles needs to go pro
extraordinary
after this.
big.
Yeah. Say, like,
Yeah.
He's like a DJ,
It's gonna be
Deontay
really
Wilder.
hard to match him after
He is.
this.
Oh yeah, he'll have to go.
He's
pro
like
after
God
this.
gifted. Like
Unless Oliveras
shit.
pulls off the unthinkable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's little gloves. Who knows? Who knows what people go
Anything
up
Yeah,
can happen,
for
man.
sure.
Exactly.
Hey, and then once again, are
Any given
we gonna
Sunday.
do another Space City bonus out there this weekend?
Yeah.
Hey, so if you're
For the Amis?
if you're an amateur on the fight,
Burmaster
that was
passing
two
gas up
burps.
the
Notice how I
microphone
kept
there.
going though.
Hey, dude.
I was.
Jeez.
Hey, I like how you
Fucking
did that.
wild.
Bro.
He just kept going.
That guy
Bro.
commentated the first UFC.
It's like Al Bundy hosting a podcast over here.
Did he?
Did.
Did
He was talking and introducing and he fucking burped.
Sir, I don't understand what you're
Was that-
saying.
who was that?
Donovan Manuel takes on Alton Audrey for the 155 title.
That's the fight I'm looking forward to
Dude,
too.
Donovan has come up so fast.
Jeez, yeah.
He's made a name for himself really quick. Man, Rich, I smell that.
That's
Dirty
Look,
Asshole, asshole.
you like the
taste
Jamie?
it.
Do we have an
Yeah,
asshole today
Jamie,
segment?
Taste it. Asshole today segment. We got Alex Riggio taking on Hayden Bryars. Hey, Hayden Bryars coming off of back-to-back walk-off guillotines.
Hayden
Like-
is
like-
fucking.
The
Like, I
guillotine
really-
kid.
I'm high on Hayden, but I really want to see somebody test him.
For
I'd
sure.
like to
I
see him
would
tested
love
as
to
well.
See, I would love to see this fight go 5 rounds.
Dude, listen, hey,
I want to see Hayden strike.
Hayden's 2-0, taking on a guy who's 7-3.
So is Hayden mostly a grappler?
No, he's a striker.
striker.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
a striker. These guys just
yeah.
get trapped in a guillotine.
Well,
And
I'm
he's-
not
They
even
try.
gonna
They
say
shoot
what
in
he
on
is.
him, and that's when they get choked.
I think they shoot in on him because they don't want the striking, and then he chokes him.
Yeah.
Then we got on, honestly, one of the hardest people to match up, Mia Graw, taking on
Mia
Alexander
Raw
Carlson.
Graw.
Mia Graw said, I don't care what your record is. if you just make the weight, I'll fight any 115er you bring.
Yeah,
in.
she's a
Mia
badass,
Graw is
man.
really
I
good.
love
I think I
watching
could
her
see her in
fight.
the UFC for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Man.
Matter of time.
I said I could see any of these 5 Emmys in the UFC.
Yeah.
Hey, then we've got Dania Cruz taking on Amber Terrell for the 105 title.
Oh, man, my personal
looked
favorite.
great
Amber's
last fight.
phenomenal. And I love
Phenomenal.
Donnie Cruz as well.
Fucking
That's
great.
going to be a banger.
Phenomenal. Hey, shout out to War Training Center. They got 3 of the 5 title fights on here.
They're doing something right.
Yeah,
I'm
they do
not
a lot of
surprised,
special
MF.
things. A lot of special things.
Actually,
going over
Jeremy
there.
just came through the other day and bought some Fire Red 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Dude.
I saw that.
he
You
got
shared
some
that
good
on
taste in
Instagram.
shoes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Hey, also on this card, just quickly, we've got Micah White, David Reza, Curtis Hill, Nathan Regino, Ross Thurwalker, and Nathan Arosti is going to be a banger of a fight.
It's
Anthony Moore and Chris Castillo.
David Reza versus who? Sorry.
David Reza versus Hamza Khalid.
Okay.
He's 2-0 from House of Jiu-Jitsu with
Okay.
Jacob Landon.
And then kicking off from that, guys, we got Gage Harper and George Cruz.
Sean Kennard and Dorian Bryant, you skipped over, sir.
I did on purpose so I
Why?
could go back to them.
I love Sean.
But thank you for
That's my guy.
skipping my skip.
He caught that, but he just wasn't able to put together why you did that.
Ugh.
Hey, Rich, so tell us about that fight you skipped over.
Hey, so the next fight on the card will be Donnie Bryant taking on Sean Kennard. Eric, what do you think about that fight?
Donnie Bryant, huh?
Is it not Dorian?
Let's us who did the matchmaking.
Fuck this show and this promotion.
Hey, what do you think about the UFC card that just happened this weekend?
Which one?
We had our
Mana Boy picked up a split decision win that we talked about earlier in the show.
Yeah, you mean the one from earlier today?
What about Mike the Truth?
I didn't know we
Hey,
were going to talk
Nobody
about
wants
our
to talk
boy.
about my boy
Listen,
Mike. Hey.
I hate watching people that I love and care about
Yeah.
in that position, man.
That's the fight. That's what we
But
signed
that's the
up
fight
for.
game. I know.
Fight
It's
game.
a fight game.
Hey, look,
Sure.
I don't know.
He knew what he
Hey,
signed
we
up
love
He
for.
knew.
him.
Oh, of course
We
he
love
knew.
him with
And
the
he's a
face
good sport about it.
breaker.
Yeah, exactly.
People are texting me and talking about, oh, I bet that's going to shut him up, or whatever.
No,
Like,
it's-
no,
bro.
he's
Hey,
going to be a good sport
listen,
about
if
it.
you-
Who said that?
And if you thought he was a troll before, he's going to troll you even harder.
Yeah, it's
now.
all a troll.
Yeah.
Listen,
I love
if
Mike the
you
True
are
Jackson,
if
man.
you are a
Yeah.
person who is upset that Mike Jackson's in the UFC and you're not, check yourself.
Exactly.
Because
Mike,
if
To
you
be
have
on that
not-
stage is just
First of all,
crazy.
if you were given the opportunity, you would take it.
Well, yeah,
Right.
what
And
should
number-
he have
what
done?
record
What,
is?
should
Yeah.
he have said, no,
Mike should have
no,
said
no.
no.
I'm not ready. Don't put me in the UFC.
Mike said from the beginning, he at never one point did he goes, "I'm gonna be in the top 10." No,
Right,
He
yeah.
said he goes, "I get why I'm here.
Yep.
I get what I'm supposed to do, but who's gonna say no to that opportunity?"
No one.
And he went out there,
In
and
their
whether
right
or
mind.
not you like Mike or you hate Mike, he went out there and did what 99% of people won't do in the first place, which is walk out in his underwear in front of thousands of people and have another grown man punch him in his face.
Boom.
And number two, he does it with passion and with confidence. And suck my balls if you don't like Mike Jackson.
no, Mike,
That's right.
He,
Suck
he
his
put in the
balls
work.
if you don't like it.
and
He put in the work.
and
He-
you suck Wayne's balls too. If you
No,
don't
no,
like
no. Rich's balls are there for sucking if you don't like it.
Hey, it's not gay.
Hey, but hey, seriously, like hey, we do wish. a
Hey,
fast
Diego's
recovery.
here.
We do
There
wish,
he is.
We do wish a fast recovery out to
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah, speedy recovery to Mike True Jackson. We'll see him back, I'm
and-
sure, at Cage
hey,
Size soon, hanging out with us
immediately
at
on his
Fury
Instagram. He was like, "Well, that sucked."
yeah.
Did he break a bone?
He keeps saying it. I mean, maybe I'm going
His
to
jaw was a little
assume
swollen, right?
it's swollen in a weird spot, like up here. So maybe there's like a fracture above. I don't
There's
know.
nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But that guy he
It's
fought
that
was no
knee,
can.
That knee was
No,
That dude he
No.
fought
He
is
looked like a
not-
smushed down version of Cody Garbrandt. Like that dude. But he went out there.
That knee was brutal.
That was
Yeah,
brutal.
It was
right
like
on the money,
connected.
man.
That
like-
was brutal.
Oh my
Like,
God.
and again, you're right, man. You hate to see someone that
Yeah,
you
that's
know
the
and
homie.
care about like take some shots like that. But at the same point, Mike knew what he
Yeah,
signed
he
up
knew.
for.
Of course he
Mike's
did.
a grown ass
Yes,
man.
He's been in that cage
who's been
before.
doing this forever.
He's knocked
Like,
out people before.
This isn't nothing new to Mike. Mike's knocked out people. Mike's been knocked out. That's life.
It's part of the game. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
CJ Vergara from Fury. He didn't
Were
come
you
out-
were you on the show earlier when we were talking about?
Yeah,
it?
we mentioned that earlier.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
Did we
y'all.
talk
but-
yeah
It was-
he,
it was-
he got
nah,
an
it was-
armbar.
it was-
how he lost?
It was
We
brief.
did.
It was
He
brief.
got an armbar, right?
It was
If I
brief.
remember
They didn't go into
correctly.
detail.
Yeah,
They didn't go
can
into
you run that
We
detail.
back
even
for
talked
us?
about
It was
how
brief.
great of a
They
grappler
didn't
the
go
guy
into detail
was.
with it.
Look at this.
They didn't go into detail
How much
with it.
Howler have you had?
Did you really?
Yes.
didn't
No,
go
but
into
you
detail
just
with
skipped
it.
right over. You just say it was a
I
grab.
said the guy.
Kinda the way
That's
he
how
went-
Rich rolls, man. Rich like hits on it, and then we're on to the next.
Right.
topic.
Kinda the way
He wanted to
kinda
talk
the
about
way-
Space
Eric
City
wanted to talk
Collective
about
and
it a little
shoes.
more.
We spent an
Yeah.
hour talking about shoes, which is what Rich's passion
There you
is.
go.
So that's where
All
we were.
Yeah, we have
All right.
my flyweight champ on. We have my bantamweight champ on.
All right, so let's
Nice.
talk about CJ Vergara.
Yeah.
Well, that sucked.
It did suck.
Yeah,
And I remember
You
when
just
they
kinda
said
wanna
he'll
glance
make
over
the
it.
adjustments.
He
he'll
will.
come
He'll
back,
make the
but-
adjustments, and he'll be back. He's a pre-sprat product.
Yeah, he has
And
a great
I look
camp.
forward to that. But you don't like to see people that you love get,
Yeah, but
armbarred or knocked out.
CJ's also the type of guy that the UFC looks for.
Yes.
He's the guy who
He's not.
walks forward.
He's not ever in a
Yeah.
boring fight.
He's never going to
Never.
back up.
That
He's
dude's
never going to
crazy.
back up. He's
If
going
you
to
look
walk
at
out.
how
He's a
he-
great
made his
marketable personality.
Contender
Yeah.
Series debut was amazing,
Dude.
Yeah.
right?
Every time that guy fights, I'll admit I can't say I was not a fan. I wasn't super knowledgeable of how good he was until he knocked out Sean Solis with that spinning back kick and then knee against the cage.
That was one of the most brutal
Dude,
things
it was
I've
one.
ever
It was
seen.
one of the best knockouts I've ever seen. And up until then, like I knew of CJ Vergara. I knew he was a good 25er. I think when I had Christian Lira as an amateur at that time, and he was going to fight him at one point. And whatever reason, it didn't wash out. And I just remember thinking that, like, well, he's good, whatever. Dude, the way he did Sean Solis, and then I'm telling you, that Silva fight.
But
CJ
Silva
Vergara
rocked
could never
his
do
ass,
anything.
too.
Dude, Silva came out
Yeah,
fire.
real quick, like shout out to Joe Solis because he could have ended that fight in the 1st round,
Yeah.
and Jacob would have won.
Right.
But
I was
he-
watching that the other day.
Yeah, he let them fight,
Mm-hmm.
and because he let them fight, CJ ended up on the Contender
Joe
Series.
Solis gets such
Dang.
a bad rap a lot
I
of the
don't-
time for a lot of
And he
local
got
fighters.
shot.
Well, which he
Dude,
shouldn't.
he
No one knows the
he
job of being a
shouldn't. He shouldn't.
referee.
That-
Yeah, you
People
can't.
show
No,
their
I
level
get
of
it,
what
but
they
come
don't
on,
do.
He's trying to protect the person. You know?
Exactly,
Listen,
man.
there's only a handful of referees in the state of Texas that are worth a damn.
that
in
haven't
first
ended up on
place.
busted.com.
I seen her Dean last time at one of y'all shows.
Joe Solis.
I must have missed something.
Son of a bitch. Joe Solis is one of those guys. You know,
Yeah.
he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. People don't know or realize he also was a Golden Gloves boxer
I
as
didn't know
well. Yeah, but he won him in like his late 30s or some shit like that. He just did Golden Glove boxing like just
Yep.
to basically to test himself. And so Joe Solis, Jeff Rexroad, Jacob Montoya. Oh yeah, we got just a few minutes. Huh?
Busted
Um,
newspaper.
Hey, so this next break is going to be brought to you by your
Space
mama.
City Collective.
By your mama.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Go ahead and share, comment, and subscribe. While doing that, go ahead and grab yourself a bottle of Howlerhead while admiring your new kicks from Space City Collectives on your way to getting your tattoo from Kimura Tattoos. Appreciate your love and support. Continue to watch and listen.
That's super rare.
Those were only auctioned off on Go.
What do you think about stuff like this?
I want the Marty
I wanna wear
McFlys.
Marty McFly?
Are we
You wanna
even
wear 'em?
recording?
Yeah.
Diego,
I'd wear 'em too.
Yeah,
I want
like-
this on the record. I
Would you
want
wear
some Marty
these?
McFlys.
You had a pair?
What are the
Right.
Marty McFlys?
Why not?
Or Back to the
Hey,
Future?
Yes.
The mags.
Yeah.
The Air
Yes,
Max.
I want some Marty McFlys. Find those and let me know.
You know what those
The
are?
Air Mags?
No, I don't. That's
Are
why
they-
I'm telling you to get them for me.
Yeah, yeah, you brought out this Jordan one. This is the original Jordan one.
1994. This is the second time they released.
So
They came out
First
originally in
time he
85.
retired.
so this was the first Jordan that I got.
Okay.
This was the first Jordan. I got a used pair. It
In
was
94. That
late
was like
94, early
10 years after
95.
they came out, right?
And that was the first like used pair that I got. Oh, look at these.
Do you remember these? When
Yeah.
These came out? These were right after.
That's the one that
too.
crumbled on me.
These
the
ones
other
that
day.
crumbled on you?
Yeah, I posted them on.
So
on the,
so what
on
do you
the
do?
feed.
So are you gonna have them like remade?
That's your size
or
player.
What do you do with that?
So I have a friend that actually does soul swaps.
I'm
And if
looking
you look at if you
I'm
look at that design,
like
RIP to
is this
Virgil.
printed or did he like write this?
So
on
that
here?
yeah. So that's actually all written. Every pair comes with that signature on it.
So
but
okay.
It's not his exact.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, no sir, it's not. But every
Either way, that's
so.
dope.
But do you see the how the soles crumbled?
Yeah.
They all came that way because they got the shoe that I wore, and
Yeah.
they're like a 3D. It's like a screen. What
So
is it
basically,
called?
they got a shoe from when these dropped, like 1989.
They got the exact same
The same
shoe.
shoe, and the shoe was crumbled exactly how it was viewed right there on the sole right there.
So I had the ones that the Gatorade Slam Dunk Championship. You know what I'm talking about? Are those twos?
Uh-huh.
So I had a pair of those, and they crumbled like back here.
Yeah,
All
the
the-
back
Everything,
tab.
the plastic all crumbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It crumbled, and you know I kept them in a box, and this is I'm talking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
probably shit, man, 15, 20 years
20
ago
years ago,
now.
yeah.
I like take them out of the box to see that, and I'm like mortified. So why does that happen? How do you keep it from happening?
Honestly, there's nothing you can do when it
There's-
comes to
Oh,
twos.
you put them in a box
The
with some
only
silica
thing you
packs
do-
or
I
something,
I mean,
man.
doesn't it help to wear
The
your
only
shoes,
thing you
though?
do
Just
is-
wear them.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
wear
I
'em.
thought
I
that
don't
when
buy
you had
that.
them, like,
I don't
kept
buy
in
it.
You
the
know how they
box and
preserve
shit
comic
that they-
books?
Because they don't flex and breathe.
Yeah,
Keep
they
them out
just
of
fall apart
keep them
once
out
you
of
put
any
'em on.
light
Yeah.
and in a dark place that has.
Yeah, but we
AC.
all know, like, most of us from that era.
I didn't live in a
Like,
barn,
those
man.
were shoes that probably got shoes like that were
Are you
getting
insulting
kicked off
my home?
outside and shit. You know, like
Kid, brother.
They crumble.
those are badass, dude.
Yeah, dude, those
So
are
they got the
dope,
crumble. They got the
man.
crumbled look on
What's
these.
in that? Was that a Travis Scott box?
Yeah, we
So
got
we
some
gotta
of those.
pay homage
This
to
the
our
newest-
hometown.
What you got over here?
We couldn't come and not bring Travis Scott's.
Oh,
Breaking out the Travis Scott.
dude, that is like
That's the shoe of the year.
that is the baddest shoe, baby. Like
That's the
that
shoe-
one.
shoe of the year
I like
right there.
I like this better than the blue one.
You're gonna break your ankles
size
playing
11.
basketball on those, though.
No, you don't play
Prime
ball.
time, where you at?
Yeah, you stunting these bad boys right here.
Yes, sir.
So it's cool having someone from Houston because anything I like is always Houston based. I'm an Astros fan. I'm a Rockets fan. Texas fan till I die.
Even
I'm
when they
right
lose.
there with you, brother.
shoe just-
Even
I'm
when
right
they
there with
lose, you know.
Hey, what do you think about Jack Easterby getting fired?
Yeah, I
today?
think that's good. I think they
so
should fire
too,
more
man.
people.
I think he showed up and he ruined our team.
Literally.
Like,
It was-
like,
Dude,
yeah,
that's such a
They got more
beautiful
people
shoe.
to get
I
rid
love
of.
that
trust
shoe.
me.
I was
Yeah.
looking for it this weekend at the SeekerCon.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up with those all black ones that they're?
Oh, those are coming
They're
out
coming
soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are fucking.
They're fire, huh?
And then they're coming out
It
with
sucks
olive.
because you
olive
literally have
color.
no shot of buying them at retail.
There
those all
isn't.
black.
There's
I think
over
they-
Look at
a
that
million and
stitching
a
on the
half
back. Burmaster
entries
Look
and
at the
sneakers.
stitching on the back. It's beautiful, man.
Do you guys see the percentage to win those?
Is
It's
that
like
zero
all black?
0.1 or something
yeah,
like that?
it was
It's
like
something
0.1.
It was like
Yeah.
you have a better chance of winning lottery.
stupid. How crazy is that?
That's insane.
Like that's on my list of like I got to get a pair of those one day. Like
That one?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
these botters,
all black.
these botters are
Yeah,
cooking.
black.
The,
You know what botters
But honestly,
are?
I'd rather have some
the people
highs
that
than-
buy like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we don't know how to
feel
do
weird when I wear
that.
my lows.
People
Where's
think we're
Diego?
botters, right?
I'm holding these up so you can zoom in on them, Diego, and you're back there
Yeah, he's
refilling your
trying
Howler
to-
head.
he's
You
trying to get Anita
alcoholic.
to figure out how to buy a pair of those for Christmas.
Yeah, babe. No, maybe not these. Maybe not these. I want Rich to have these. I want Rich to have these.
Those are. I don't know, man. Like to me, I even like feeling that shoe. It's almost. And again, there's
Man,
no shoe I won't
This
wear. Like, I'm
stitching on
gonna
the
wear
back, I
that
can't
shoe.
get over how
Even though Shaq's I
beautiful
give you,
that is,
did you
man.
wear those? What did you
Man,
do
he
with
gave 'em
those?
away.
Listen, I gave them away. Right away.
That hurts.
I'm
Richard,
sorry to
that
disrespect
Hey,
you.
Shaq's
That-
a
Hey,
legend,
Christian.
man.
Hey, Christian. I
Let
wouldn't
me
give
give you
away
back
your
your
shoes.
$7 you gave me. That you
That was
snuck.
$12.99, motherfucker.
Hey, but that is. Listen,
got a
it may
video
not be a.
somewhere.
It may
That
not
shit
be.
was funny,
It may
huh?
not be a.
We should have just did it different.
It may not be a cool shoe.
Because you tried to rope a dope me.
I did.
He
I
did, he
did.
did.
I
He
did. And
flipped
this
the
son of a
script.
bitch over here
Oh,
rope
you
a
tried to
doped me.
rope-a-dope E?
I got
Oh.
double rope a doped.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Tried to rope a
But that
dope
day I
me.
took him to Shaq's, you didn't come that time.
I
That shit
know.
was
Nah,
funny.
bitch.
We could have did it.
Boom.
Look
It
at
was
that.
fun.
Look at
as
that.
We'll do it again.
Look
Bang.
at that. That's
That's a masterpiece. Put that on your Instagram, kids.
We got the howler.
Don't bump
symbol
my
the wrong
setup,
way.
D.
You gotta
Dana
take a
White,
picture
we
from
got the
other
heat
side.
you
Yeah,
want,
the Howler
man.
symbol the
Yeah,
wrong
today
way.
and
Well,
why
I've
stop
got it
shopping
facing
with
the
them
camera. I've got it
motherfuckers.
facing the right way. I didn't know
Sliding
you were
off,
going to take
though.
a picture from the backside.
Definitely sliding off. Just
Whoa.
might take a picture from the backside.
Boom.
I'm gonna tag Uncle
How about
Dana
that?
in that one.
Dana
Hey, tell us about
rocks
those. Y'all made some Uncle Dana Hallerhead shoes.
No, you
Yeah,
You're allowed.
shout out to
Sorry.
Cloud Customs. If y'all don't follow him on
This side of the
Instagram,
table
Cloud
only.
Customs. That's the homie. He actually, we collabed on a shoe for Dana White. Dana White posted it on his Instagram on his story.
Yeah, he did.
But
I
we
saw
met
that.
up with him at somewhere here in Houston. But yeah,
How
I remember
hard
seeing
was
that. I
that
was,
to,
like,
to get him the
amazed.
shoes?
how hard was it?
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy because I DM'd him thinking he wasn't gonna reply.
Right.
I was
Dana?
like, yeah.
He's
but
very,
shout out to
Showing
Mick.
him the howler heads?
Yeah, no, I didn't
He's
show him
very
nothing.
interactive if you've got his attention.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure you
Mick
guys do.
Maynard gave him the word like, hey, that one time we met up, he's like, hey, my guy wants to give you some shoes. He ended up following us that day. We followed back. We already followed him.
Yeah.
And then when he was in Houston, this was
I was
months
gonna say.
later. He was in Houston. I'm like, hey, I got a shoe for you, Dana. And I was just shooting my shot. Thursday night,
Yeah.
I had to run the store
He-
while he
he-
did all the.
he had open workouts.
What a brother.
And then he ended up sending me his location. I met him up. I brought him the shoe. He was stoked. He gave me 8 tickets to the UFC ringside.
I was one of those tickets.
How
Hey,
much?
he gave me
How much did you
4 and
sell
he
them
gave my-
for?
I didn't sell them. I went.
Now they went.
I'm a huge fan. I've been following UFC.
I couldn't
since can
believe
remember.
how
Were you
close we
able
were.
to find? I know you went. Were you able to find 6 more people to?
So it was
Account
4
for
and
the
4.
tickets?
So I took 4, which was my brother
Yeah.
and my friends, and
And
then my
then-
friend that made the custom shoe, he took his family. So,
That's
Kick-ass,
awesome.
but man, shout out to Dana White, bro. I didn't expect. I
He-
gave him
he
the
doesn't
shoe
listen. He doesn't
just
listen.
off the
It's okay.
strength of, him being Dana White. I
Yeah.
think he'd like it. And even his bodyguard was like, bro, like
Right.
Dana White gets a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, there's not a bunch of there's not a lot of things you can get Dana where he's gonna appreciate, but those shoes,
Yeah.
he like,
Because that's his
he
brand.
really liked.
So he's got like his
Everything.
shoe collection's fire.
Yeah, no, his
Like, did you see this latest post about cleaning these?
Yes, I DM. I mean, I left a comment saying that I can do a way better job.
Is that-
Space City Collective, baby. Woo!
So is that actual service you guys do?
Yeah, we restore. We did a funny video where we restore some shoes.
Well, you were spray painting them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, so I had
Oh,
to
shit,
ask
what a-
if you guys really do it because I saw
Yeah,
that video.
yeah.
I was like,
Someone
maybe
with a
they're
spray
goofing
paint.
around.
I'd rather not, but
Yeah. So it was it was weird marketing on that one, but we got like
We had
so
a
many
lot.
No, it was
DMs.
very clever. It was very clever. It wasn't weird at all. It was very
That
clever.
was smart, man.
Because people were asking, hey, do y'all really restore? We got a bunch of those. And I was like, well, yeah, I can restore it.
course.
That was
Cool.
we were just playing around. Those shoes were roasted. My homie, beat the hell out of them shoes.
What? They
He
look
wore
really
'em, like,
clean when you were done,
100
man.
days
Like,
straight.
Hey, when
shiny
we're done with
white.
them, they look brand new. DS.
What do y'all charge like for a restoration?
So
of
for icing, it starts at 80.
Icing is when
That's
the sole is
where
yellow.
when the clear bottom.
And
Is
then
that
you
is that
wanna
when
turn
you
it-
finish on the chest?
Or on the back.
Is that-
not the pearl necklace. Not
No.
that.
Oh, well, that's around the neck. That's around the neck. I thought that was a glaze. I'm not sure.
glazed donut.
Y'all start at 80s. I mean, that's damn,
Yeah, starting at
that's
80.
very affordable.
It is
But
affordable.
if you
when
want to
you're
re-glue,
when you
Okay,
yeah, it
so
starts
the thing
adding
is,
up
like,
if you
we
want.
start getting pictures, like, it gets, it gets kind of
It gets to the point where it's not worth restoring the shoe that you're trying
Right.
to
Hey,
restore.
Yeah, people were bringing us shit
But
that's like,
if
why-
they insist, I mean,
We do it.
Hey, if,
I'm
if,
taking your
I've
money.
had this pair of shoes since the 4th grade, and I want you guys to save it, you're like, all right. I mean, you should throw them out, but I mean, we'll save them
Yes.
if you want.
Yeah,
you can do that,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, for
Kick
sure.
ass.
We're gonna get your money's worth, for sure. So like, people would bring us stuff that's like falling apart. Like, you would think you just want to throw it away, but I'm not gonna say no to $80.
Yeah, maybe they want to pass the
It
shoes
might
down
take
to
me a
their kids
couple
or something.
hours.
You never know.
Yeah.
Like Eric.
Some
Eric
people
wants
have-
to give his
Sometimes
shoes from 7th
it's not even
grade
about the money.
to
It's just
EJ.
making the
It's like
person,
sentiment.
the person
Making a
that-
person
Hey, Jay's got a
happy.
bigger
So,
shoe size
so,
than me
so
now.
as the experts in
I
the room,
know, that's crazy the
Like-
way that happens. Ashton's outgrowing me too. I'm like,
I'm happy,
are you
honestly,
kidding me?
because he can't
Your
wear
son's
none
name's
of my
Astro?
shit.
What's that?
Which is your son's name?
Ashton.
Oh, okay.
A-S-H-T-O-N.
he thought his name was
Ashton
Astro.
Martin.
I know.
He
yeah,
was like, damn.
I'm
You're a
not that
huge
big of
fan.
an Astros fan.
You're a huge
Hey,
fan.
he
No,
said
no,
Astro.
my
I
son-
thought about George Jetson's dog.
No, my son's name is not Astro. My son's name is Orbit, you motherfucker.
Shout out to Astros, bro. They swept the
Hell
Mariners.
Yeah, moving on to the ALCS for the 6th
Hey,
straight
I want the
season.
Yankees. I want them on
See,
a.
You know, hey,
Big
so do I, but if
Anybody
they
got
don't
hookups
make it, I'm
on some
not
tickets?
sad
Yeah.
either. You know what I mean?
I need,
It's like-
I need 2 tickets.
And I want
We
the
must get a
Padres,
hookup.
too.
I need
Well,
2
hey,
tickets.
you know what?
I thought
Hey,
y'all had that
maybe
at a
we get a
reasonable
suite.
price.
Maybe we get a suite.
So we do
We
have
do
a
have
Space
a
City
hookup.
Collective can
I have a
afford
hookup I
that.
don't want to reach out to.
No, we got a hookup, but it's kind of sketchy.
Who is it? Is his last name McGuire?
No, it's not.
Get out of that.
We'll get you an Astros game.
Hey, listen, I need
Right, yeah.
to.
Yeah, for sure.
You,
I need-
got to sneak in through the back gate.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, he'll go. I'm taking my grandpa, man. Like,
You'll get away with it.
Just follow
Shout
me.
out, man.
I
Hey,
got
your
you.
grandpa's still alive?
barely.
Lucky, man.
So,
Lucky for you, dude.
we,
I lost
You
my
won't have
grandpa
a
a few
seat,
years
but
ago,
you'll be
91.
in the standing area.
Dude, the standing room only right now are $150 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at him.
Dude, I've
yesterday.
got a guy blowing me up
Really,
from
watch it on TV.
season ticket sales right
Might as
now,
well.
and
They
the
play
cost to
Thursday?
get in. They want you to buy put a down payment on next season tickets, and then pay for this the playoff series,
no
the package that you want. And I'm looking at the numbers, and they're not terrible. They could be better, but it's like, man, I don't want to commit to 81 home games next
You know,
year.
if you
Exactly.
just
I've
sell-
always wanted
You
to
can
be
buy a
a
half
season
season,
ticket holder,
right?
but
No.
not
cannot.
to be able to get
not to get what they're trying to
It's
sell
a whole
me, no.
different package. You gotta buy the playoff
Yeah.
package.
You gotta
and
buy
the World Series package.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
gotta buy next season. They want to fill next season.
Wayne
season.
could just sell
so you have
one
to
of
get
his
the next
Bentleys
season
and
regardless.
be able to do it, but
Yeah, but fuck that.
Hey, I'm about to buy a mattress for free. Hopefully, if they take it out, you know what I mean?
over at Mattress Mac.
Shout out Mattress Mag.
Hey,
Hey, he's not a
legend.
sponsor.
did
Fuck
you see
that guy.
his reaction to the
did.
Alvarez? I thought he was
did.
having a heart attack.
Yes. man. Dude, that was beautiful. I can't
It
believe you
was
say
it was
that.
beautiful, man. It's great. Listen, dude, for the
Do you
longest
remember-
time,
do you
remember
remember
how
Mattress
bad the
Mac?
Astros were?
Yes.
Remember how just how garbage they
remember
were?
that.
Yes, they were like the New Orleans Saints. Whenever you
Yeah.
were a kid, man,
I,
dude.
so I remember there was that weird run when like Clemens came here. And they
yeah,
had
like
a-
04, 05.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we
had
got
Clemens.
swept in the World
Clemens
Series.
and Pettit. It was like
And Pettit,
It was
yeah.
like, hey, let's go get a
They were
World
like
Series.
the
for
New
these guys. They
Orleans
left the
Saints.
Yankees. They came here.
Yeah.
So like there was this really fun like time.
Yeah.
And then you had Big Puma, you had Berkman doing it, like everything was going great, and then it went.
But it didn't feel like the Astros because like Biggio was on his way out and Bagwell like didn't have a shoulder.
I don't know,
They
man.
let him
I
pinch
went
hit for the
to-
third out
You're a
in the
huge
World
Astros
Series.
fan, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah, he
I
is.
went to every
Me and Wayne are
every
going to
home
the game
game.
Thursday.
A little
You
bit.
sons of bitches. I went to
staying home?
every Roger Clemens game that he pitched at home
He's looking for
because
cheap.
I was a
Me and
huge
Wayne
Roger
going.
Clemens fan.
Yeah.
He's one of the
so when he
greatest.
came to the Astros, like I was so pumped. I don't care what steroids he's on.
Yeah,
no,
because
shit.
hey, listen,
He
if
swore
you're
he didn't
if
do
you
it.
were
Don't
upset
get me-
about
don't get
pitchers
me
on
started on
steroids,
that. Let's
they
go.
were throwing the ball to batters on steroids.
Let's go.
Everybody was juicing.
Let's go.
It didn't
Exactly.
matter.
Barry
man.
Bonds never got
And-
in the Hall of Fame for that.
And,
That
and
dude's the
he
goat.
will. He will
dude's
eventually.
amazing.
Unfortunately, he might have to
No,
die
it-
to get
like,
there.
it's not-
I
yeah,
know-
maybe if he
I
passes.
know he hasn't. I
But
know, but
now-
I'm saying eventually he'll probably get there.
We
Pete
got a
Rose
rookie
will probably
card.
get there, but they've got to
Oh,
die.
yeah?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
do-
we got a
It's
card.
worth nothing
you guys
because he
use
never
those
made a
cards?
Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Do y'all do anything with baseball cards and stuff?
A little bit. We got Pokemon.
We got a
cards,
Barry
too. You
Bonds
like
rookie
Pokemon
What about
card.
Magic the Gathering?
Oh, this
We
motherfucker
had-
said,
I got
hey,
some
what did you
expensive
say?
Magic
Hold
the
on,
Gathering
hold on.
cards.
You asked about baseball cards. He came back with Pokemon. Dude.
I know,
That is
I know.
not. That,
No, what-
not
don't
the
no
same.
sell
What
that.
card?
Let's
Magic
shit on that
Gathering.
like we need to.
I had
Okay,
a I had a
we-
Mickey Mantle card recently. I sold for 300.
Mickey Mantle.
I
And
feel
that was
like-
a good
And that was a
deal.
rookie
I
card.
don't know if you did well on
Uh,
that.
Yeah,
I got
You got
fucked.
300. You got fucked.
I got fucked.
It was a,
I think-
yeah.
But guess what?
I
didn't pay
think
shit.
I think it was a reprint.
It might have been a reprint.
I think
yeah.
he
It was our
reprinted that.
problem.
I don't think that was a real
That
legit.
was a real Mickey Mantle card.
I
It
think
was.
whoever
It
bought
was
that
graded.
card is
It was
probably
graded.
going to regret their
It was
decision.
graded.
8.5.
We still got the
Graded?
Barry Bonds one, but it's not
Wait
worth
a minute.
anything.
Hold on.
How much is it worth?
You sold a Mickey Mantle
Like
graded
$20,
rookie card for
$30.
$300.
I'll give you $40
Yeah.
for it.
Why
Just
didn't you
'cause
call
it's
me
you.
first? Oh, you got robbed. I'm not
Just
buying
because,
this story. I think
like,
your father
I
was
would
rich.
like, dude. I would seriously. I can buy a Barry Bonds card.
Yeah,
love
when I
Barry
got
Bonds.
it, I thought I finessed him because he gave it to us for free. Like,
Hey,
we
who
got
did
the
you-
Mickey
hey,
Mantle. At the same time,
Once
we
we
got
get
the
off
card.
air, I want to know who you sold that Mickey Mantle graded rookie to for $300, and I want to find out who that is so that I can, go make a deal for them.
Give him 400.
Yeah.
He knew what it was worth.
He did. 'Cause he came and
I'll
I'll
give you
be back.
600.
And he came back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he was like a 50.
Badass Mickey
60.
Hey, so
Mantle.
have you had?
Make no mistake, Aaron Judge just hit like 62 home runs, and that's the American
He
League
strikes
record.
out like
and that's
crazy,
great.
though.
Hey, cool. But he did hit 62 home runs. That's the American League record. That's the American
Hey,
record.
congratulations.
The Major League record is 73.
Hey, you
and it's
finished
Barry Bonds that
11
did it.
behind. 11 behind Barry Bonds. Congratulations.
Bingo, exactly. Thank
Good
you,
job
Rich
on being
Burnett.
in second place. Actually, not even
Hey,
second
but
place.
Judge-
Great,
Judge, he's a freak of
But that's
nature.
but that's the
Judge
knock.
is
Back in the day, it was always like the American League, National
has
League's
power.
where
Yeah,
it's
but
at.
that's like these
He has
idiots.
power,
These
but he
idiots
don't have-
now who still talk about like Babe Ruth. Listen, Babe Ruth didn't hit one home run off a black guy. So
He was
if
hitting
Jackie
home
Robinson,
Well, I didn't know we were
if
going
Jackie
there with it,
Robinson,
but
listen,
technically correct.
listen, he was out there swinging
It's the
against
same thing
plumbers.
with basketball.
Hey,
and guys
it's
who
not
were-
because he couldn't. It's because, or he wouldn't. It's because he couldn't.
It's listen.
Yeah, exactly.
You line up Satchel Paige in front of Babe Ruth. He's getting struck out.
Satchel
like
Paige
saying-
would have struck his ass
He's
out
still-
all
come
day
on.
That's like
long.
saying Bill Russell's better than Michael Jordan because he has 11
he has
rings.
Well, I mean,
rings.
not exactly
Yeah.
because Bill Russell wasn't white. So
He was
I mean,
playing
it's
against
not
Columbus.
exactly the same. But that's where he was going. But you're right. You're right. Bill Russell and Michael
get it.
Jordan, not even
But
a
that's-
Who the fuck is
comparison.
Bill Russell?
And I love, I love Bill Russell.
He has 11 rings.
Who the fuck is that?
But
With the Celtics, but he was
know
playing against plumbers.
Those 11 rings. I mean, come
He
on.
was playing against plumbers and,
And
guys.
They had
carpenters.
off-season
Yeah,
jobs
exactly.
to supplement that income. They weren't like all like dedicated like all
Dude,
NBA.
sports used to be so different, man. Like it was
Yeah,
literally
you could
all
have
these,
that'll be your part-time job. Like you have a real job, and then you're
You're like a postman. You're delivering mail by day. Then you got to, hey, I got to get this mail. I got a game tonight.
I gotta go
Bill
guard
Russell
Bill
and
Russell.
Celtics after I deliver this mail.
Yeah, but it's
Exactly.
like looking at those guys from back in the day, like Warren Spahn, or like Whitey Ford, or Cy Young. All these guys who were pitching, they were literally pitching against like guys who just left the grocery store from their bagging job, and they ran over there and they grabbed the stick off a tree. Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
You listen. Any of those pitchers from back in the day, toss up your 65-mile-an-hour fastball against anyone in the major league today.
Right now?
Dude, cranked. It's gone.
65-mile-an-hour
gone.
fastball.
Babe Ruth
That
was
shit's gone.
hitting home runs off people that are making cakes in
Thank
the
you.
bakery.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My point exactly.
Very
Babe Ruth was a
true.
piece of shit. Oh,
But Barry Bonds had a
Hey,
stiff
whoa.
competition.
He did. He played against some of the
Even though he was on
greatest.
steroids, you still have to make contact with that ball that's coming 100 miles to
Dude,
you.
I don't care
But Babe Ruth never ended up
how
on
much they injected himself.
busted.com.
That's like saying, listen, we all know Gordon Ryan is taking everything he can take.
Yep.
Everything.
He's still
And
the greatest.
I hope he takes more.
You mean-
I hope he,
Look,
I want to see Gordon
Do-
Ryan
do-
walking
are you
out
talking
with a
about the
needle in his
trophies or the
arm
medals? Like
as
he's
he
taking
walks
everything
out.
he can take, like medal-wise. He's taking all the medals.
Yeah,
all
those
the-
two.
yeah.
Those two. I don't care what he takes. Because everybody else can take the same thing he can, and he's still smashing you. Smashing
Because they are
you.
on it. The other people.
If anybody listening to this right now that has like an office job or some whatever, if there was a
Rich
pill,
has an office job.
I do.
yeah, no, he's the VP of barbecue.
I am, and
Let's
parking.
not distract.
And parking.
But
And parking.
but
So when they
if
charge
Rich,
you for parking, crowd of rich.
if Rich could take a pill to like
He does, it's
make
blue.
to make like $100,000 more a year because his stats are so much better. Man, there isn't a person listening to this right now that wouldn't be like, I'll try the pill.
Of
I'll
course.
try the pill.
The blue pill.
Blue
the
Chew.
red? What's
He's
the
Blue
red?
Chew to sponsor us.
Blue Chew's not a sponsor. Fuck Blue Chew.
We should get them on board.
Well,
we can all
hey,
start taking dick pills.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
You got.
Could
guys
you
in?
imagine
You guys
Rich
in? We're gonna get some
Burmaster on a
pills?
dick
Do it.
pill?
I'll
Yeah.
sell them at Space City.
That's a
Fuck,
T-shirt.
do it.
Pick up your dick pills at Space City.
So let's switch directions real quick. So we talked about the shoes. We talked about Space City.
Hey, we talked about CJ Vergara also, in case
But,
you didn't remember.
hey, listen, but Christian's
Twice.
a black belt.
He is a black belt.
I know he's a brown belt when he won our Submission Hunter Pro
I've
title
been
and then ran with
training
a belt.
since I was 18, so shit, 13 years.
And you started it. You started jiu-jitsu in Houston.
I started training MMA first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
I
you-
started training MMA. I trained
He
MMA
was
for
"Fuck
like a
that
year
shit.
and a
These guys
half.
punch hard.
So were you Gracie Baja the whole time, or
No.
Where
I was
were we at first?
He was
so when I was 18, I was training at my friend's gym. Like it was just like it was in
Clarence
South
Brown?
Houston.
Were you
Clarence
paying
Brown?
them?
Esque-ish.
Were you paying them?
Yeah, I was paying like $60.
Some
a
dude
month.
was just taking.
Yeah,
your
my
money.
friend was a white belt.
I was training at my
He was a
friend
black belt?
Mama
It was a
Jim.
white belt.
White belt.
He
White
was
belt.
teaching you.
But he was teaching me. It was a white belt teaching me in
he
his
had watched
garage.
some. He had watched some.
No one
UFC.
really knows this shit, right?
Yeah.
But I was training with a white belt in a garage in South Houston, and he didn't promote anybody. He was a white belt.
Right.
So I was just like learning guillotine.
But he was honest
I
about
was
it. I'm
learning
a white
fighting.
belt.
I knew how to punch. I did a little bit of boxing when I was
Yeah.
12. So like I knew how to fight, and I fought a lot on the street. But anyways, I went to this MMA
Golly,
gym,
man.
and we just trained.
He
I
took
won
me
some
one
gold
time.
medals with this. It was Jaguar MMA. Do you
This
remember
sounds
that?
like the pro
Jaguar
wrestling
MMA.
business, man.
It might ring a bell.
The only
It sounds.
Jaguar I know is
John Kirk. Yeah, it
John
sounds
Kirk.
somewhat
Yeah.
familiar.
What about I know Shafi, Jared.
I know Jared.
I remember
He
when he
knew us.
first
Carlson
I
started.
met Jared
Gracie.
through there.
Carlson Gracie,
So
Jared.
Jared was his coach.
No, but Jared, we one
No,
time.
but his cousin who knew his mama.
We cross trained with Jared. Anyway, so I was doing MMA with
This was
them.
where? What part of town?
South Houston.
So did,
Okay.
did you
Literally
ever
in
did you ever
the States.
take a fight or anything?
I never
or-
fought.
Okay.
I just trained.
Okay.
And then I left after a year and a half. I left the Drax, and I've been at Drax since white belt.
But the funny thing was, like when he was competing, he was so loyal to Jaguar.
I was.
Even though he was like transferring to Gracie,
I was
he was
winning,
still
though.
like wear his
Yeah.
Jaguar.
So
like,
where's bullshit
Who was the
stuff?
guy? Who's the white belt?
Carlos Quiones. No one knows him. He never got his blue belt.
Nobody just said that.
But anyway,
Well, he
That's a
didn't lie
crazy
about
story.
it. He wasn't.
Yeah,
lying.
that's
he
cool.
never lied.
I mean, he
Yeah,
tried
it's
to show
his
you
credit.
what he knew.
yeah, it was just
Yeah,
it was like
it's
if you knew
legit.
jiu-jitsu, you
What a
learn
guy,
from,
you know,
you learn from
he
Jay
just
Sean.
took
Y'all know
your
Jay
money
Sean?
and
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
Rogers.
Jason
Exactly,
Rogers.
Jason Rogers.
That's the Kimura King,
The
babe.
Kimura King.
Yeah.
So he was at GB Champions at this time, and I was at he would come like show us shit. It wasn't before. This is 12 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
There was really nothing out there.
So Jason
came and he was Travis's head instructor at
Rich
Team
could have
Took
helped
Spring.
you 12 years ago.
This is recent? Or
No,
is it
this
long
was,
time
I know,
ago?
I saw the look.
I started with Travis in
He said
07.
12 years ago there was
This was
nobody.
like in 09.
Okay, I started Jack in 09.
The fadeaway look.
Yes, it was like in 09. So maybe when you went to drag, Jason left, or Jason, but he went and started teaching at Team Took Spring.
Okay.
And Jose,
He was, and then he went to 4 ounce after that.
yeah,
for a
well,
while.
Jose Yanes
Yeah.
was Jason's first blue belt, and when Jason left Team Took Spring, Jose took over that school. So
That's dope.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, Jay Sean was like showing my friend like jujitsu. I was a
Jason knew
senior.
his shit.
Yeah, I was a senior in high school. That's when I started training.
Dude,
Shit,
he
I
was one.
fucking
Jace
27 years old.
Jason was one of the only, like.
He was one of the
black-
only guys to ever
He was.
submit
He was one of the
Rich.
only black jiu-jitsu guys I knew. It was him and Bruce McGraw.
You know
you,
Eve
y'all
Edwards?
remember Bruce McGraw?
You know
from-
Eve Edwards?
Well, no,
Eve-
not,
Eve's
not
Edwards.
at that time. At that time, Yeez was in the UFC. Didn't give a
you
shit
know.
what we were doing.
Bruce who? McGraw.
Bruce
Bruce
McGraw.
Buffer?
You remember
Nah, I
Bruce
don't
McGraw?
remember that. I don't
You
remember
son
him.
of a bitch. He was.
Bruce
He was.
Buffer?
He taught.
Colin Cantrell knows who.
Someone
Eve
take
Edwards
the howler
is.
head away from her. He was. So Bruce was teaching with Drew for a while, and he taught at Militich Fighting Systems. I'm not sure who he got his black belt under, but he got his black belt
I
in
know
Brazil.
another black guy.
Who?
Sam Hoger. He taught at Militich.
He did teach at Militich. that
Sam
piece of
Hogan's
shit.
black.
So all of your belts are under track.
Yeah. So like, it's funny because when I went to Drax, I had like experience and I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you started using.
I was just at. I'm
Ooh.
from the southeast of Houston.
He wanted
It's
to be
pretty
the,
ghetto.
he wanted to be
you
that
know?
silent prodigy.
I was that
like,
fucking kid from
I'll
the
mess
southeast.
all of y'all
I
up.
went in there and I was like,
You're
no disrespect for
relentless.
anybody that I fucked up, but I was fucking up brown belts, not black belts, quite as a white belt.
Yeah.
But I went in there as a white belt. I was fucking up purple belts, brown belts, just off learning. Like I would watch Nate Diaz, so I'd be like, all right.
So was Boxcar there yet? Brendan Mullins, was he over there yet?
He was.
Yeah. So I remember
That's my guy.
Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon
dude,
Mullins.
that dude is one of the most underrated jiu-jitsu minds.
Bro,
he's so smart.
Yeah.
So I remember him when he was at Westside MMA.
Yeah.
And he was under Paul
That's-
Thomas.
mhm.
Yeah, and then he left there to go out there with Drax. So that's
Yeah.
probably like 2010, 09?
Yeah, I
2010?
started in 09. He was
Yeah.
already.
Paul
09, that's when I
Paul
joined.
Thomas.
I joined around 09 over there.
Yeah?
With Drax?
Yes.
Did you?
And
Nice.
I first
Gail's a
started with
black
the guy
belt.
from the Jaguar MMA.
Who's that?
He arrested them at a bathhouse, and that's how he got in there.
Diego's a black belt.
Nah. I'm at like 11
He's an
year-
honorary black belt
I'm an
after that
11-year
bust.
white belt.
Nice.
Yeah.
You look from you. I've probably seen you there.
Yeah.
But I started in 09 at Drax.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
So you've watched, man, Drax wasn't as big as it is now.
No,
Like
it's
it's
not.
grown
It was
tremendously.
tiny.
Yeah. So what's
killing
that?
me, man. You're killing
So
me.
you've been under like literally one of the greatest jiu-jitsu guys of all time.
I
Like,
say
Drax
I say
is-
half the shit I say to Pop. Eric
especially at that
Garcia.
time, Drax was the best in Texas.
Yeah, he was. He came over
Now-
here and just took over.
Now I think jiu-jitsu is
Jiu-jitsu in
grown.
Texas is crazy
It's
right now.
crazy how good it is, but he's still probably the most respected coach.
Mhm.
I mean, we have John Donaher now in Austin,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
in
yeah.
Houston, it's hard to find somebody with more knowledge than
For
Drax,
sure.
man.
No, for sure.
And he's such a
Especially
good
when he's
dude.
promoting guys that
Yeah, he's
wrestle
such a
at
nice guy.
bathhouses.
Like he's
Yeah.
never. He treats a
Yeah.
white belt the same way he treats his black belts.
Yeah.
People
One-
like that, it's
Yeah,
hard to
so
come
if you
across.
sign
Dude,
up
one
over
of the
there, you're gonna
funnest
get
things
fucked up before you
Was
level up.
was
There you
talking
go.
to Drac before he fought at Strikeforce.
Yeah, I remember that.
Rocky
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah,
I
dude.
joined right
Matter
after
of
that.
fact, well,
I
it's
was-
funny
so-
you say that 'cause that's-
I used to
that's
spar
right
Drag.
before.
I was sitting.
It's a whoop track.
Drag
I
was a
was-
motherfucker to spar.
Hey, I was sitting there talking with him outside before his fight. I don't remember why I was in the back somehow. I was sitting there talking with the guys, and Drac was like, "This is what it is. We're gonna go fight." I'm like, "Okay, motherfucker. All right, you're 0-0, and this dude's got like 40 fights already, right? He's got
Yeah.
like 100 fights. He's like, no big deal. I'm like, you bad dude. All right, go ahead, man. He's a cool dude, man.
He's such a cool guy.
What else you got, man?
Yeah, he's
what else
cool.
you got? You over here talking about cool people?
Why
Why you looking at me like that?
Because the way Wayne said
Where can we
that
find your
Diego
hat?
got-
I like your
Diego
hat.
got caught in fucking
Oh, you want to buy a Fury hat?
wrestling at
Dog,
the
we got you.
bathhouse.
Hey, speaking of that, where are the black
Diego's
Space
willing to
City
defend
shirts?
that bathhouse championship whenever you're ready.
You had some black Space City shirts you made, right?
Yeah.
That works.
Do you have any more still?
I got one.
This motherfucker's
See, hey, I
everything.
can't get a pair of Jordans. I can't even get a
They're all
Space
sold
City
out right
Collective
now.
hoodie. Look, Christian's
I got one.
sporting.
Y'all got
Christian's sporting a
hoodies?
I can't get shoes, but I can't even get a hoodie either, man.
Hey, wait till the 23rd.
Golly,
Man,
man.
wait till the 23rd.
The level of
Challenger series.
disrespect.
They're
Going
do some
down.
Shit.
Hey, bring some merch for y'all.
Hey,
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start announcing the decisions by somebody else. Hallerhead Whiskey.
Fuck you all.
Hallerhead Whiskey takes care of us.
Hey,
Where
before
are
we
you
get out
at,
of here,
D?
where can everybody find you guys online? And just to kind of talk about where they can find your brand and buy, man.
Yeah, they can find us on Instagram and Facebook, _City Collective. We're 45 South in Houston, Texas, right across the street from Alameda Mall.
In Paradise City.
In Paradise.
Paradise City.
And Paradise.
Well, the
City.
grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Hey guys, one more time. Challenger Series goes down this Sunday here in Houston.
Yeah, we'll be there.
You can still pick up tickets at furyfc.tv. Come out there and see who's gonna pick up that Space City bonus bonus this weekend.
Let's do it.
Come out and see what amazing things these guys bring out. You got anything else this week, man?
Nothing. I got.
Did you see that CJ Vergara fight?
No.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that CJ Vergara fight?
Hey
Did
guys,
you see Mike Jackson?
did you see Leo Mana?
Did you see Leo Mana?
Leo Mana pick up that
Leo
dub?
Mana Martinez,
Leo
mana
Mana.
boy,
That's
picking
my
up that
bantamweight
split
champ
decision.
right there.
Shout out to
victory.
Mana Boy.
Straight out
Hey,
Southeast
shout out to
Houston,
my
Texas.
Fury
boy
FC
smoking that
bantamweight
GC
champ.
MMA
Hell
fighter.
yeah.
We're actually going to have Mana Boy at the next shoe convention we're going to be at
Mana's a
October
man.
29th.
There's levels.
Right.
Yeah, y'all can give him a
Yep,
hoodie
the
at least.
29th.
We're going to be at Gotso for the next shoe convention.
In Godzilla?
Gotso,
What's that?
NRG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Right here
I
in
need to
Houston.
get a photography pass.
Did you want to come?
I'll come out there and shoot for you guys.
Okay.
I got you.
Let's do it.
Can I get
Gotcha.
an announcer pass?
You can get an announcer pass.
All right, sweet. Let's
Did you
go.
need a promoter pass?
I'll probably-
Promoter pass.
Diego needs a producer pass.
He needs a
I'll
what?
be your police
Producer, a producer
Producer,
pass.
okay.
All right, Wayne, it's all on you, baby.
Hey guys, the time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed.